Really big fan. And he showed me a bunch of clips from it. That's awful news. Yeah, all of it. Yeah, I remember seeing clips that you showed me and it looked really good. I just haven't sat down and like watched it all. I think I've watched a couple episodes. Only a couple, I think. But how's everyone doing today other than that awful news we had to hear? Oh, Sauce? Hello, Sauce? How's Sauce doing today? Runs away. Yeah, run away. Hide thy eyes. There's a plan on season 2 and this happens. That's okay. That's good. I'm glad to hear it. Wait, are you done with Elysian Realm yet? Are you still on it? Oh boy. I was gonna watch your stream this Monday, but then I was feeling like I don't even know what I was feeling like. Head was empty. I had no brain. There was not a single thought in my head. Oh, okay. Oh, that's fair. That's fair. Chapter 3 for Elysian Realm was so good. And then you're on to chapter 29. Ooh, I can't wait. I gotta watch chapter 29 when you play it. But I'm falling asleep. Yeah, there's been a few days of me playing where I'm just like, oh no, the will to go on is there, but my body cannot do it. That's still awful news to see that someone passed away that young. That's still not great. Real. You're slowly catching up to me. Man, I feel like you'll probably catch up to me before I finish. Even though like I'm really kind of close. I'm on 37 out of 42. I'm right there, but the speed is so slow now. Actually, I feel like I got through 36 and 37 relatively fast. It didn't take that long. But still, I feel like you're zooming. Me, I'm slow. I'm so slow. No, don't say that, Maury. Don't you jinx us. You get out of here. Get out of here with those thoughts. No. You don't say that. Yeah, I don't think you'll be too far behind. You're catching up pretty fast. I mean, after ER, it slowed down a lot for me, but I also was like super busy and had to cancel a bunch of times, so that didn't help me out. Time to do it. Just do it. I wish. I can't even stay up. Oh, Cryo Cross. How dare you? I'm right here. Refuse to cancel, man. I wish, but I mean, I have family things that like I had to do and I had to cancel, and then just like overall just not feeling well or being like I didn't really cancel. I was on vacation for 2 weeks. That's 2 streams that I can't do, which is like basically a chapter. It's about 2 days for a chapter now, so that didn't help, but it's all good. I'm still enjoying it. Don't bonk me. I didn't do nothing wrong. So I have that going for me, and sometimes I wish that were me, and then I'm like, but I like money. I like having money. I don't like work, but I like money. No, thank you for the head pats, Maury. But I'm glad you're doing okay and you're enjoying the story so far. I would also like to have money. I wish I could help you. I've been keeping an eye out for openings, but unfortunately, I have seen none. None that are external. They're all internal. It's so good. I know. I can't wait until you catch up. then I can just freely talk about things. It'll be good. It'll be so good. You'll probably get through. Are you doing part 2 once you finish? Because I think I'm going to take a break for a little bit after I finish 1.5 before I jump into 2, just to catch up on some games that like I put on hold because of Impact. A physical letter in the mail of rejection yesterday? Why? Man, I feel like that hurts more. Like, why send a physical letter? You can, like, leave a voicemail, you can send an email. I don't have a brick to place on top of your head. Why do you need a brick? Why do I need a brick? Since I'm streaming. Oh yeah, I forgot that you started ZZZ. Man, Boss is a Hoyo gamer now. What, you gonna start streaming Genshin too? You'll be playing everything. You crazy. I'm locked in. Help. I can't help you. I can't help you. I'm also here. Except for more just on the Honkai side than anything else. To stunt your growth, but I'm already done growing. You can't stunt my growth when I'm done growing. I ain't getting any taller. Or am I? Can I? Wonder if I can make a potion for that. I don't know if I want to be taller. I think I'm fine the height I am. Stream Genshin, but no one watched the stream, so I'm keeping the one for me time. That's fair, that's fair. I don't know what it is about Genshin. I feel like people really like the story who are into it, but like they also don't want to watch people play the story. It's bizarre. It's almost like Final Fantasy 14. Like if you stream the story, like people are like, I love the story. Okay, I'll stream the story, but I'm not gonna watch. It's like, okay. It's like, I guess it's you experience it yourself and that's your enjoyment out of it instead of watching other people, which is fair. I understand it. Oh boy. Let me stretch. Let me stretch. I'm already feeling stiff today. Let's do this. Sauce, run away. Run away. No spoilers. We are at the end of chapter 37. I don't know how long 37's last act is, so there is a chance we start 38 soon. Or by the end of stream, so we'll see. I also like it's not as easy to stream the story because it's so open compared. Yeah, that's true. That is very true. Fair. Thank you, Sauce. Thank you for stopping by. All right, guys, let's get in here. Man, got like a kink in my shoulder. I'm dying, guys. I can't crack my back. All right, last we left off was seeing Prometheus and Mistel with the sage, and they were mentioning Sele, so something to do with their plans involve Sele, and I don't know if I'm gonna like it. I have a feeling it's not gonna be beneficial for Sele. I don't know. I have a bad feeling. Nothing can ever go smoothly. Nothing can ever be happy. That was our experience after leaving the real world. The mechanical girl finished her long explanation in a detached manner. As usual, of course, she omitted some details that the other party shouldn't know for now. Ah, this is all pre-planned. I didn't think that Project Stigma would create so many side effects. Abnormal stigmata born from Project Stigma are appearing in bubble universes. I need to note this down and organize it. You guys are really working hard to clean up the mess Project Stigma made. I'm really surprised Kira's being so nice or cooperating. Don't stay silent. Didn't you leave out something important?
厳密に言えば、私の話は旅のすべてをカバーしていません。
Strictly speaking, my narrative doesn't cover all the details of our
で
journey.
すが、ミステルが恋に隠している部分以外に話せることはすべてお伝えしています。
But aside from what Miss Dell intentionally hid, I've already told you everything I could.
責任を全部あのシャニ当てに押し付けるなんて、あなたの評価を下げるだけよ。
If you want to push that responsibility to that so-called Sheriak, my impression of you will only get worse.
キラ先輩は
I feel like it's
まだ何か
already as
隠
worse
して
as
いる
it's
こと
going.
があるって
Well, no, I take that
言いたいん
back.
ですか？
It might get worse. I don't want to say it's already at its worst. You mean that she's still hiding
もちろ
something?
んよ。いろいろ話してくれたけど、一番重要なことは一言で片付けたわよね。
Of course, after all, you glossed over the most important matter. The mechanical girl thought, as expected of an ex-A rank Valkyrie from Schicksal, she's far more perceptive. She even began to think of how she could stop her barrage of questions, but Shigure's question was beyond what she could
不意打ちで
imagine.
私を漁師の海に放り込んだことについてはきちんと謝らないの？
You haven't apologized for ambushing and tossing me into the Sea of Quanta.
それはキラ先輩が賢者の紳士を傷つけたからだと思ってました。
Huh? I thought that happened because you heard the sage's oracles.
あなたたちのせいで私は外で何週間もさまよった。いくら私が経験豊富な漂流者でも外力によって強制排除されてたのよ。ここに戻るためにかなりの労力を消費したんだから。
Thanks to the both of you, I drifted outside for a few weeks. Even as an experienced drifter, it was hard to get back here after being forcefully
し
ejected.
かもやっと戻ってこられたと思ったら今度は外の塩地に閉じ込められて、そのせいで火も自分で起こすしかなかったのよ。
I was stuck in the salt field outside the door when I returned, too. I had to start a fire by myself.
私は塩系アイドルなんかじゃないのに。
Oh.
偶然ゼーレたちに出会わなかったらそのまま塩漬けになるところだったわ。
I'm not a salty person, but if I didn't meet Sele and the rest, I would have been marinated by salt.
スーサナ、笑わないで。
I'm sorry, it is kind of funny. I'm with Susanna here. You laugh, Susanna. Only sometimes. I might be a little salty sometimes. Not all the time. I can be salty. Literally. No, I'm not. That's not true. Untrue. Don't laugh, Susanna.
ごめんなさい、キラ先輩。
I mean, I can't even fight that. No, Mori. Stop. Stop being logical here.
とにかくどう考えてもすごく苦労したのは私なのに、なんであなたはついでみたいに話すわけ？両親が痛まないの？
Anyway, I went through so much. Why did you gloss over it like it's nothing? Don't you have any conscience? She shouldn't be salty. I can still get salty. I'm not extremely salty. It's not like I bathe in salt. I don't play League. I don't have like an extra coating of salt all over my skin. All the gacha games she plays, recently, no, but yes, at times, absolutely. Like upcoming when Lingsha comes out in Star Rail, when I eventually have to hit pity, when I lose the 50-50, and then for my guarantee, I will be extremely salty. Man, Honkai hates me. I swear, they're like, no luck for you. Time to spin, I said to myself. I might be in that same boat with you, Mori. I might have to break the credit card out. I don't want to, but I have a feeling it's not gonna like me. Because to Miss Dell, that really is nothing. Even as a robot, she cannot give such a heartless
それ
answer.
はあくまでミステルの個人的な行動ですから、事実、
I love
私と
Lingsha.
直
She's
接的
so
な関係
hot.
はありません。
She's so hot. I knew as soon as I saw her silhouette, I was like, I'm going to be in danger when she comes out. And sure enough, we got to see uh, the photos of her, and I was like, it's over. It's over. Rest in peace, me and my wallet. No, trust me, I get it. Hoyo games really hate me a lot too lately. Probably because I keep sharing Woola all over the place. They know you're cheating on them, Nerdon. You stop that. How dare you? Now I'm pretty sure that Hoyo hates me after I got Xiao C6. And just after that, they're like, nah, pull the plug. No more luck for her. She's done. Across all games. No more. Out. Get out. I'm not responsible for Mistel's action after all. Yeah, I think it's not this patch. I think it's Shorekeeper, this patch, something like that. And then she's next patch, if I remember correctly. I haven't been up to date with Wua, but some of my friends play, so I've been hearing about it. If you really want an apology, I'll display an amicable attitude in her stead for now, and let you know when she appears again. I mean, I guess that's fine.
それであなたたちは認めたってことでいいのかしら
Mori, is your wallet always permanently in danger? Wait, how many gachas do you play, Mori? Each game? Or each character? Should I be concerned? So you admit that you're in the
私は
wrong.
突然現れた裂け目みたいなものに放り込まれたけど
Damn.
それはあの女の仕業なのね
Suddenly appearing, tossing me out into what looks like a fissure. That woman is responsible for all that, huh? Wait, do you only pull for the character? Or like for Wua, do you pull for the weapon as well? Or just the character? Oh, okay. Yeah, I was wondering. I was like, I mean, I could see it more if it was for the weapon too. Do you go for max on the weapon as well? Yes, this is Mistel's ability indeed.
裂け目、漁師の海、そして固有世界に現れたイデアの種。
I don't know how you do it. You're so crazy. The fissure, sea of quanta, of course, the seeds of idea that appeared in the real world too. I can't blame you for going both. They both look amazing. They look so good. I wish everyone luck who's pulling on them. Prometheus realized that she had been tricked. She had only remembered then that acting was a basic skill for an
どうしたの
idol.
ゼーレ何か思い出したのイデアの種って何
Did you even pull though? I bet you didn't pull on anyone. What's wrong, Sele? Did you remember something? What's a seed of
私た
ideas?
ちがこの世界の泡に来る前に遭遇したイデアの種はあのミステルだけが操れる怪物なんです。
Hey, I mean, you didn't have to spend anything. We encountered some seeds of ideas before we were forced to come to this bubble universe. Mistel is probably the only one who can control those
ですから
monsters.
キラ先輩の話の中に出てきた人を漁師の海に放り込む裂け目の能力のせいで私たちは今ここにいるんだと思います。
In that case, Kira, you mentioned the ability to throw people into the Sea of Quanta via fissure. That might be why we appeared here.
本当に一体どういうこと
Really? What exactly
とぼけ
happened?
てるのでしょうか。それとも本当にまぐれで言い当てているのでしょうか。
Is she playing dumb, or is this entirely a
どちらに
coincidence?
せよ、先ほど私は警戒を緩めてしまいました。それは事実です。
All three incredibly hot ladies. Either way, it doesn't change the fact that I had let my guard down just now. The mechanical girl realized how scary the idol and Valkyrie
仕
were.
方ありません。ミステルは不満に思うかもしれませんが、
Thank you for
こ
my
れは
hat
話せない事
back.
項ではないと判断しました。
Alright, Mistel might not be happy about this, but I think this is something I
彼
can't
女に代
hide.
わって認めましょう。 固有世界の外からあなたたちのことを観測して、一歩ずつこの世界の泡まで誘導したのは彼女です。
I'll admit this in her stead. She had been observing all of you in the real world and slowly lured you all into this bubble
という
universe.
ことは長空市で何度も見たあ
Holy
の裂け目は
crap.
やっぱり彼女の能力によるものなんですか？
Damn, Mori. So that fissure I repeatedly saw in Nagazoro, that's
あ
her
れは
power?
夢入りの手段の一つです。ですが、すべての裂け目があなたたちを連れ去ろうとしていたわけではありません。
And that's one of the ways to enter a dream, but not every fissure is meant to take you
安定した
away.
通路を開くためには何度も試す必要があります。
It takes many attempts to open a stable passage after
という
all.
ことは最終的に安定した通
Hey,
路って
Mystic. I'm doing pretty good. It's been a good day so far. How you doing? More than your other two? I can tell. I can tell by the stats you have on her. You've given her all of your love. In the most stable passages.
ハイヘビがあなたたちを連れて行こうとしたところです。
Yes, the last place that Grey Serpent led you
彼
to.
はあの能力の存在を察知した上で、それを利用し、あなたたちの追跡を振り切るつもりだったのでしょう。
He seemingly noticed the existence of that power and took advantage of it to escape your
しか
pursuit.
し実際は、ミステルが彼を利用して、あなたたちを罠にはめたのです。
And what a good experience it'll be. Hi, Tilo. I'm sure we're getting into some good stuff here soon, because I feel like the beginning of chapter 37 was building up this new area. How is Tilo today? But in reality, Mistel was the one making use of him to bait you into this
彼を
trap.
利用し終わってからあなたたちは彼を
After using him, you...
その件については、私も知りません。具
Is
体
he
的な過程
Tilo?
については、ミステルに
Is this
質
an
問するとい
imposter?
いでしょう。
A fake Tilo? Prove that you are the true Tilo. Oh, never mind, it's him. That's him. I'm not sure about that. You'll have to ask Mistel for the details. Yeah, that's for sure
ゼー
Tilo.
レ彼女は正面から答えてくれるわけじゃないわ。説明できないことは全部あのミステル
You
に
want
押し
your
付ける
last
だけ
free
よ。
feet redeem? I can do that for you. There you go. One second. Let me move my toes over. There you go. So that she won't give you an answer outright. That woman will push anything she can't explain to
は
Mistel.
いですが少なくとも今は私たちを騙していないはずです。
I don't even know if Tilo plays any gotchas. I honestly don't think he does. But at least up until now, she probably hasn't lied to
私
us.
たちをこの世界の泡に引き込んだのがミステルだとしたら彼女を連れ去ったのも
Enjoy being
Mistel
held
なんですか？
hostage by your cat, Nerdon. Since Mistel is the one who pulled us into this bubble universe, is she also the one who took her away? The topic changed abruptly, but Prometheus knew who her referred to. It was obvious what Sally was most concerned about now, and it was reasonable for them to be suspicious of
は
Mistel.
っきりとは説明できませんが、あなたの認識を少し正すことならできます。
I can't explain it clearly, but I can correct some of your perspectives.
今回、ミステルは彼女を連れ去ってはいません。正確に言えば、
Yeah,
前回
spend
も
all
して
the
いま
time
せ
with
ん。
her before you may have to leave again. Give her all the love and attention. Mistel did not take her anywhere this time. Accurately speaking, she didn't do so the previous time
ただ、
either.
2回とも、あなたたちは特殊な空間にいましたよね。
Mad Mommy, thank you for
そ
the
して今
follow.
回は
Welcome
そのせい
in.
で、外部の規則と、そういった世界の泡の特殊な構造の影響を
Oh,
受け、
that's so cute, but
彼女は
also
あなたから
heartbreaking.
一時的に離れてしまったのです。
But in both instances, you were all in a special space. because the external rules in these bubble universes were too unique, that's why she was temporarily separated from you. How's it going? Why not happy, mommy? I don't know. Sometimes mommy be mad. Feet for free? Yeah, Tilo used his free feet redeem. His last one.
そしてその2回目の時に自ら彼女に接触しに行ったのもミステルではありません。
You'll have to make another bet with me, Tilo, so you can get more. No, it does not last all stream. That is not how that works. We did not make that deal. You'll have to make another bet with me and specifically say all stream. Until he makes another bet. No, that was not in the contract. We did not shake on that, Tilo. And in the second instance, it was not Mistel who deliberately approached
というこ
her.
とは他に彼女に会いに行った人がいるんですか？
You mean that someone else chose to approach her? I'm gonna be pulling for some more units in Nikkei in the not next week, but I believe the week after. So you can make a bet with me then, Tilo. You mean that someone else chose to approach her? The mechanical girl did not reply, but she naturally looked towards the tower behind her. I forgot that you had that one. I forgot that I even added that. Look at you with 2 feet emotes.
わかりました。高等の賢者なんですね。
I see. It's the
もう
sage.
一人のゼーレさんは高等の賢者に連れ去られたんですか？
The sage took the other Cele
ウサ
away?
ギとプロメテウスさんは今高等の賢者のために働いてる。だからその人が黒幕って考えた方が合理的だと思う。
It's reasonable to consider the sage as the mastermind, seeing that Hare and Prometheus are working for her
そ
now.
れにプロメテウスさん、もし
I don't
私が
even-
信じてるように
I think
今
I'd
の
have
あ
to
な
have
た
that one
が
specially
一度も
made.
嘘をついていないのなら
I mean, I could probably find someone. I'll look into it. And Miss Prometheus, if you really hadn't lied to us at all from the
今のあな
beginning,
たの沈黙はつまりそれを認めるってことですよね。
your silence now is the most direct
私は何
confession.
も言っていません。
I didn't say
で
anything.
も彼女の話から察する限りでは少なくとももう一人のゼーレさんは無事ってことですよね。
But according to her, at least we're sure that the other Cele is safe,
高等
right?
の賢者を見つければもう一人のゼーレさんも見つけられます。ありがとうございます、プロメテウスさん。
Now we just have to find the sage to get to the other Cele. Thank you, Prometheus. Considering her own objective, Prometheus did not speak more about that interaction. The failed attempt then was simply an
ちょっ
interlude.
とスーサナ、素直に受け入れないで。
Hey, Susanna, don't just listen to her single-mindedly.
結局のところ、もう一人のゼーレの居場所をまだ教えてもらえていないじゃない。
Yeah, that's fair. We still don't exactly know where she's at. She said so much, but she hasn't told us where the other Cele
セント
is.
ソルトスノーはこんなにも大きいんだから、部屋を一つずつ探していたら膨大な時間がかかるでしょ。いくらビタが案内してくれると言っても。
Salt Snow Holy City is huge. If we had to check one house at a time, we won't ever see the end of it, even if Vita leads the
僕に
way.
何か用かい、キラ。
Do you need something, Kira?
あらビタ、いつの間に戻ってたの？
Oh, Vita, when did you return? When everyone was discussing about the stigma, Vita felt bored and left to do something else. Although she did not have any faith for the sage, she wasn't interested in learning about dull otherworldly knowledge either. But she was an impatient girl after all, so soon enough, she came back
みんなの
quietly.
話がまだまだ続きそうだったから戻ってきて輪に加わろうとしただけだよ。
But you guys have been talking for a long time. So I'm back to make sure I'm not missing
君たちの
out.
話を聞く限り
これから僕のガイドを頼りにして誰かに会いに行くのかい？
So you said that. You need me to lead the way to find
いいえ、
someone.
まだその段階ではありません。今は高等の賢者が私たちの仲間をどこへ連れて行ったのかを議論しているところでした。
We're not looking for someone yet. We're discussing where the sage could have brought our comrade
どこへっ
to.
て？選択肢は一つしかないじゃないか。
Where? There's only one place possible, right?
前にも教えたはずだよね。賢者は高等から離れられないって。
Didn't I tell you guys? The sage can't leave the
これまで
tower?
は自ら出てきて住民同士の争いに対処してたけど、今はも
Oh,
うプ
pay
ロ
your
メテウスが
Charmacorp
代行している。
taxes. Don't forget.
Pay your Charmacorp taxes.
She might have come out to personally resolve some conflicts in the past, but now Prometheus over here has taken over that
だから
job.
今の賢者は1秒たりとも高等から離れたりしないはずだよ。
Today, the sage doesn't leave the tower at
そうな
all.
んですか、プロメテウスさん。
Is that true, Miss
え
Prometheus?
え、少なくともここ数週間は口頭以外の場所で彼女を見かけたことはありません。
At least I haven't seen her outside of the tower in the past few
な
weeks.
ら、もう一人のゼーレさんはあの塔の中にいるんですか？
Then the other Sele is there? Sele looked in the direction that Susanna pointed at and saw the tower ahead, cold, clean, and foreign. Most importantly, she could not feel anything
ゼ
now.
ーレ、そうだよね。
Yes,
彼女
she's
はこ
not
こにい
here.
ない。
This was the first time that they had completely separated from one another, and she could not refer to her past experiences for help. But strangely, the girl was sure of something.
塔の中にゼーレはいない。でも彼女は高等の賢者と接触したことがある。
Bring some for everyone, Tilo. Make sure you share. Sally isn't in the tower, but she's made contact with the
高等の
sage.
賢者が行ったことのある場所。そ
A
して
place where the sage
あ
has
の塔の
been,
中じゃない場所。
but it's not in this tower.
もしかして
Huh? Could it be?
プロメテウスさん、
はい。何か質問でも。
Yes, what is it?
さっき質問に答えた時こう言ってましたよね。そういった世界の泡の特殊な構造の影響を受けて彼女は私から一時的に離れてしまったって。
When you answered questions, you said I'm separated from her due to how unique the structure of these bubble universes is.
月にいた時の私たちは世界の泡によって引き裂かれたわけじゃない。それはあなたも知っていますよね。
But back on the moon, we were separated by a bubble universe, and you're aware of it.
だからあなたがあえてそんな言い方をしてたってことは。
If you said so subconsciously. Hi, Gecko. How you doing?
私たちが今いる場所って
Pilo's
Moshikashite.
gone. He'll never know. Could this place
一つの
be
世界の泡じゃないんですか？
more than one bubble universe? Sally's so smart. I don't. Good question. I was like, wow. I'm surprised he's using that one. More than one bubble universe? She's so smart and picks up on hints very easily. That's our girl. The girl was certain of what she wanted to convey. She believes that in here, two bubble universes exist at the same time.
理論
Okay.
上は可能だけど、もし本当にもう一つの異なる世界があってここと重なってるなら住民たちが気づくんじゃないかしら。
Although it's theoretically possible, but if another different universe was to overlap and coexist, those residents would have noticed.
はい、多分そうだと思います。
This must be it.
死後の世界ですよね。あれはただの伝説じゃなくて本当に存在しているんです。
And that's the underworld, isn't it? It's not a legend, but a universe that truly
賢者
exists.
は口頭から離れられない。でも彼女にはもう一つの能力があります。それは生と死の世界を行き来する能力です。
The sage cannot leave the tower, but she has a power that allows her to traverse between the worlds of the living and the
だ
dead.
から彼女
Welcome
の活動
back.
範囲は口頭の内部だけじゃなくて死後の世界のすべても含まれているんじゃないでしょうか。
So she isn't restricted to the tower, but the tower and the
つまり
underworld.
彼女とセーレはいわゆる死後の世界であった。
She met Sally in the
そうですよね。
so-called underworld, right? Keeping silent wouldn't help, as it would mean agreement, knowing that Prometheus sighed.
それ以上のことは私の口から言うべきではありません。
Any further information shouldn't come from
そこま
me.
で思いついたのでしたら直接口頭の賢者に会って話してみた方がいいと思います。
Since you've already thought so far ahead, why don't you meet the sage for yourself and talk to her? Gladly. As she spoke, she moved to open the way.
本当
Oh
に賢者
yeah,
様が
is Vita allowed to
僕た
come
ちに
with?
会ってくれるのかい？
Huh? Really? The great sage is going to meet us in the
人も
tower?
連れてくるなとは言われていませんから。
She didn't say that we can't bring anyone
今
in.
すぐあなたたちを彼女に紹介することは可能です。それに私は早く広場に戻って仕事をしたいと思っています。
I'll introduce all of you to her now, and I want to get back to the plaza soon. I still have work to
確か
do.
に直接
Something
口
just
頭の
tells me
賢者と
this
交
isn't
流で
gonna
きるなら、も
go
う一人のゼーレさんが
smoothly.
死後の世界にいるのかどうかを確認できますもんね。
You're right. If we can talk directly to the sage, we can ascertain if the other Sele is in the
どう
underworld.
かしましたゼーレさん？ 何
What's
か
wrong,
問題で
Sally?
も？
Is something the issue?
今は言っちゃダメよ。
We can't go now.
どうしてですか？
Oh? Why?
完全にそいつのことを信頼することはできないわ。すでに私たちを一度騙しているから、また仕掛けてくる可能性もあるでしょ。
I can't trust this fellow. They already tricked me once, and they can do it
あれ
again.
はミステルの個人的な行動です。
That was Mistel acting arbitrarily. I mean, yeah, kind of. That is very
でも
true.
聞く限り、あなたと彼女は一心同体みたいなものよね。
But it sounds like you two share the same
今回だっ
values.
て、私たちを塔の中に連れ込むよう、ミステルがあなたに指示したのかもしれないでしょ。
Who knows
その
if
上、
Mistel sent you
また
here to
変な
bring
言
us
いが
into
かり
the
で私たち
tower,
のことを利用しようとするかもしれないわよね。
and then use us for a bunch of weird reasons.
あなたは何か疑問がありますか？住民コード00457。
Do you have any questions, resident number 00457?
そうだね。口頭の中で賢者様がよそ者と会うだなんて聞いたことがないのに、どうして今
I've
回
never
は許
heard
可
of
し
the
てくれ
great
るんだい？
sage meeting others in the tower.
まだ
Why?
彼女にはそのことを知らせていません。でも断ってくるとも思いません。
I haven't informed her indeed, but I don't think she'll turn you
口頭の
down.
賢者はあなたたちに興味を抱いていると聞いていますから。
I feel like that alone should be concerning. As I've said, the sage is very interested in all of you.
ゼーレ、どう思う？結局のところは、あなた次第よ。
What do you think, Sele? In the end, it's your choice to make.
私はプロメテウスさんに悪意はないと思います。でも
I think that Miss Prometheus doesn't hold any bad intentions, but
私もむやみに口頭に入るつもりはありません。
I don't intend to enter the tower recklessly.
人類の矛盾した言動にはもう慣れました。ですが、その理由を教えてください。
I'm already used to humans contradicting their words with their actions, but I still wish to know
ごめん
why.
なさい。あなたは好意で私たちを誘ってくれたんですよね。それは疑っていないんです。
I'm really sorry. I believe that you've invited us out of
で
goodwill.
もみんなの言う通りに あなたの考えはミステルの考えではありませんし、もちろん高等の賢者の考えでもありません。
But, as they mentioned, your opinion doesn't represent Mistel's, and doesn't necessarily represent the sages either.
私はただ一刻も早くゼーレを見つけたいだけなんです。キラ先輩のように
That's
漁
absolutely
師の海
fair.
に放り込まれ
I'm
て
glad that she's not
数
just
週間も
rushing
帰って
in.
こられないってリスクがある以上、高等に入るわけにはいかないんです。
I just want to find Sully as soon as possible. We can't risk being thrown back into the Sea of Quanta for weeks like
それ
Kira.
では私たちはどう保証すれば満足してもらえるのですか？
Then, what can I do to assure
賢者は
you?
確かに高等からは離れられません。特に今の時期は。
The sage definitely cannot leave the tower, especially in recent
こういっ
times.
た公の場で具体的な理由は話せませんが、私は本当に彼女に会ってみることをお勧めします。
While I can't tell you the reason in front of such a crowd, I really recommend that you visit
その言
her.
葉に説得力があるとでも思ってるのかしら。
Do you think that you sound convincing?
なるほど。これがいわゆる縁がなかったということなのでしょう。
I see. I guess the stars have yet to
わかり
align.
ました。
I understand. I permit the. Oh!
セーレ
Oh!
気をつけて。
Oh! Okay.
これは
Alright.
セントソルトスノーの管理に使われている機構？
ピーター、私の後ろに隠れて。ゼーレ、スーサナ、戦闘準備よ。全力で頑張ります。さっきまで影も形もなかったのに、この機構たちはどこから湧いてきたんですか？高等しかないわ。最初から高等の中で待ち伏せしてたのよ。やっぱり最初から罠にはめるために高等の中に誘い込もうとしていたのね。
I mean, I didn't expect them to all
プロ
out
メテウスさん、
attack us,
彼
though,
女
for
は
rejecting their invitation.
手伝います。やっ、
数が多くなくて助かりました。
こんなガラクタなんて十数年前から見慣れてるわ。本当に少しも学ばないのね。
Luckily, there aren't that many. I've gotten used to seeing these scraps all over a. I've gotten used to seeing these scraps over a decade ago. They're still useless.
十数年前？そうでした。節郎招待自体が十数
I
年前
don't know
の
if
チ
you
ーム
should
で
be
すもん
calling
ね。
her old. Over a decade ago. Oh right, Squad Snowwolf is that
キラ先
old.
輩、前から聞きたかったんですけど、ジークフリートさんと
Kira, I've been wanting to ask you. You and Siegfried should have.
それであの機械頭はどこに行ったの？
So, where did the robot head off
戦闘
to?
が始まった時にいなくなったみたいだよ。多分塔の中に引っ込んだんじゃないかな。
She disappeared when the battle began. Maybe she went hiding in the
でも
tower?
どうして私たちを攻撃してきたんでしょう。
But why did she attack us?
一度目があれば二度目もある。私に言わせればこれが彼女たちの常套手段なのよ。
It's happened once, it can happen twice. I say it's their usual
で
trick.
も直前まで私たちは普通に話し合っていましたよね。
But we could communicate normally until the last second.
プロメテウスさんは効率をすごく重んじていそうですし、戦闘が得意ってわけでもないみたいでした。それにさっきは彼女もすごく驚いてたようです。
Prometheus values efficiency, but isn't much of a fighter. And somehow I feel she was shocked
私た
too.
ちを騙せなくなったからやむを得ず戦うことにしたんじゃない？もしくは彼女の背後に隠れたどこぞの女が人に噛みつきたいのに合図をもらえずしびれを切らしたのかもしれないわ。
She fought us because she couldn't fool us, or the woman behind her got tired of waiting and took a bite without warning her.
いつかあいつが姿を現したら これまでのことを清算しなくちゃね。
When she shows up, I have a score to
あの
settle.
みんな話の腰を折ってごめんね。
Everyone,
さっ
wait.
きの騒動のせいで町中の住民たちが徐々に集まってきてるみたいだよ。
Due to the commotion, the citizens are coming our
君たちは
way.
よそ者という立場だ。早くこの場を離れた方が余計な誤解を生まずに済むんじゃな
Oh,
いか
that's
な。
a good idea. As outsiders, she'd better leave now, or you might get in
それもそう
trouble.
ね。場所を変えて次にどうするかを相談しましょう。
You're right. Let's discuss our next moves elsewhere. Oh yeah, they're slowly fading away.
ちょっと、なんでずっと私の顔を睨んでるの？顔に
It was
文字なんか
nice
書いて
knowing
ない
them.
よ。
Rest in peace, Senti. You'll be missed. I'll miss you dearly. Hey, why are you staring at me? There's nothing on my
そう
face.
ね。文字どころか存在自体が消え去りそうだけど。
Yeah, it's not just your face. You're almost disappearing into nothing.
へえ、ボコボコにされたいみたいだね。
Are you itching for a fight? Can you even fight?
どうしたの？何か言ったら？発言には責任を持つべきでしょ？ボコられるときは直立不動にならなきゃ。逃げようとするんじゃない。
No guts to speak now.
止まりなさい。
You have to pay for what you said. Come here.
やめた方がいいわよ。今の私たちじゃ拳を振ったところで風と違いはなさそうだもの。
Stop wasting your energy. Right now, our punches will do nothing more than a gust of
無駄
air.
な争いに力を使うより早く月の光を浴びに行きましょう。
If you have the energy for meaningless fights, go bask in the moonlight
あな
instead.
たの方が先に言いがかりを。ん？
You were the one who provoked me first.
月の光を浴びるって、まさかあの亡霊たちの話を信じてるの？
Senti's face for the chibi. Bask in the moonlight. Do you really believe in what those ghosts said?
月の光で形を保つ必要があるのは死んだ人だけでしょ？月の光を浴びに行くってことはつまり自分がすでに死んでいるって認めることになるんだよ。
Only the dead need moonlight to sustain their bodies. If you bask in the moonlight, you're admitting that you're
じゃ
dead.
なきゃどうするの？他に今の状況を説明する方法があるっていうの？
If not, how else do you explain our current circumstance?
このまま透明になっていったらあと少しで私たちは消えてしまうわ。
Based on how fast we're turning transparent, we're going to disappear
私は
soon.
そんなの嫌よ。あなたが自分のことを十分強くて5行に属してないって思ってるならそのまま待ってなさい。
I don't want that. If you still think that your body is strong enough to create a miracle, continue waiting
結
then.
局業に行っては業に従いよ。それってそんなに受け入れがたいことかしら。
In Rome, do what the Romans do. No? Is it that hard to accept?
この意識の律者が本当に亡霊化みたいな小賢しい手品にビビるとでも思ってる？
Do you really think that the Hersher of Sentience would fear a disappearing trick?
まあいいわ。私は先に行くからどうぞごゆっくりそのまま意識流を貫いてなさい。
Alright, I'll go ahead then. You and your sentience can stay
行くなら
here.
早く行って。さよなら。
If you're going, scram. Alright, I guess bye, Senti. It was nice knowing you.
あなた様は確か四季の律者様の付き人ですね。
Oh, I don't think that's gonna go over very well. Oh, I know you. You're the Hersher of Sentience follower, right?
は
What?
もう一度その呼び方で呼んでみなさい。来世は人間じゃないものにしてあげるわよ。
Call me that again, and I'll make sure you never get to reincarnate.
申し訳ありません。ではどうお呼びしましょうか。
I'm sorry. Then what should I call
そう
you?
ね。私たちはただの旅人よ。私のことはゼーレと呼んでちょうだい。そしてあいつのことはシキちゃんとでも呼んで。
We're all travelers. Just call me Sele. As for that fellow, you can call her Senti.
シキちゃんですか。落差が激しいですね。
I mean, she can't say that she'll kill them. They're already dead. Senti? That sounds a little disrespectful. What do you mean? It's a cute name. That's absolutely not disrespectful.
ごめんなさい。
He
覚え
loves
ました。
that name.
ゼーレ様。
I'm sorry. I got it, Miss Sele.
もういいわ。無駄話をしに来たわけじゃないから。教えて。ここら辺に月の岩はあるかしら。
All right. I'm not here for small talk. Tell me, where can I find moon rocks
そ
here?
んなのお安いご用ですよ。場所をご案内しますね。
Oh, that's easy. Let me show you. Lead the way, sir.
確かに。
Oh, they're
ここに
literally
は
just
岩がた
littered
くさんある
around.
わね。
There are plenty of rocks here
月の
indeed.
岩。前回触れた時は違うものを感じたけど。
Moon rock, huh? I still felt something different when I touched them previously. With a hint of anticipation, the girl slowly placed her hand on the white crystal. But this time, she felt no
まあ
response.
いいわ。最初から錯覚だったのかもしれないし。
Never mind, I could have been mistaken from the start. Once she recalled that gentle touch, it clung to her like clouds swirling around a mountain.
いいえ。今はそれを考えるべきじゃない。それに、今は幸いにも体の状態が安定してきたみたいだし。
Forget it. Now's not the time to think about this. At least my body seems to be more
今
stable
のうち
now.
に月の岩をもっと集めておきましょう。
I should take this chance to collect more moon rocks. How many do we need? Maybe we should grab some more just in case.
やっぱりもっと集めた方がいいかしら。本当に誰かが消え去ったら私のせいにされてしまうもの。
Oh, truly caring for Senti. After absorbing sufficient moonlight, Sally felt something gather in her chest, and her body felt familiar again.
本当に聞いたわね。どういう原理なのかはさっぱりわからないけど。
It really is effective, though I don't understand the theory of it.
あいつは今どうなってるのかしら。見に行ってみましょう。
Let's go back and check on that fellow.
あら、これは四季の律者様？
Oh my, aren't you the Hersher of
平
Sentience?
気なの？あなたの足はもう完全に見えなくなってしまってるけど。
Are you alright? Your leg seems to have completely disappeared.
皮肉は大概にして。
Don't get sarcastic with me.
すでに近くの意識は全部感じ取ってる。私たちをこんな姿に変えた奴が現れたらすぐさまボコボコにしてやるんだから。
I've already connected with all the surrounding sentients. If the scum that turned us this way dares to appear, I'll beat her up.
それってウサギのこと？
I mean, first you'll need to absorb some moonlight, please, Senti. You mean hair?
確かにあいつならやりそうね。それで見つけることはできたのかしら。
It won't be strange if it was her, so have you found
そこ
her?
まで聞いてどうするの？もし彼女を見つけてたらあなたの分を忘れるわけないでしょ。
What's with all the questions? I won't hide her from you when I find her.
はいはい。もう聞かないでおくわね。
All right, I'll stop asking. Ignoring the Hersher of Sentience's argumentative tone, Sally walked behind her and slapped 2 pieces of moon rock on her body.
ちょっとあなた発狂でもしたの？痛いじゃない。
Hey, what are you doing? Are you insane? That hurts. It's for your own good.
そんなに感じ取ることが好きならずっとここでそうしてなさい。もしかしたら自分を変電設備か発電機にでも変えられるかもしれないわね。
You like to connect, so connect with that. Maybe you could become a transformer or a generator.
私はあなたに構ってなんかいられないの。先にこの世界の真相を調べに行くわね。
I can't be bothered with you. I'm going to investigate the truth behind this universe first. Oh, you know she's gonna tag along with you.
おや、これはゼ
We
ー
didn't
レじゃ
even
ない。
get that far. Did you really have to be that dramatic? Here's Sele again.
その様子だと驚いてるみたいだね。
Looks like you aren't too shocked.
私には私なりの方法があるって言ったでしょ。ほら、この通り復活したよ。
Didn't I say I'll find a way? Look, I'm back to
息
life.
絶え絶えで死にそうな時の方がよっぽど可愛らしかったわね。
I think that you were cuter when you were dying and quiet.
はあ？誰が死にそうだって？
Who did you say was
まあいい
dying?
や。今は機嫌がいいから、あなたとは争うつもりなんてないよ。
Forget it. I am in a good mood now, so I won't argue with you.
その様子だとあなたも回復したみたいだね。月の光を浴びたから？
Looks like you've returned to normal. Is it really because you basked in
そう
moonlight?
よ。律者みたいに幸運ってわけじゃないし、問題に遭遇したら自分で何とかしないといけないの。
Yeah, I'm not like you, a Hersher, who can deal with it myself whenever I meet troubles along the
そう
way.
言わずに、無駄足じゃなかったでしょ。あんな量の月の岩を抱えてきたんだ。あなたの顔色もすごく良くなってるよ。
Don't say that. You didn't run about in vain. Your complexion looks great from the sheer number of moon rocks you're holding.
あ、
It's two. Two rocks.
待って、あなたは意識の律者よね。
Wait, you're the Hersher of Sentience, which also means...
最初から私が面倒を見てあげると知ってて、その上自分は月の光を浴びに行くのが気まずいからふんぞり返ってたってわけ？
You knew that I'll figure things out for you, and you didn't want to put down your pride to bask in the moonlight. That's why you were being arrogantly stubborn.
そんなのデタラメだよ。いい？私はふんぞり返ってたわけじゃない。あの岩がなくても自分で何とかできるんだ。
Nonsense. Listen, I wasn't being arrogant. I could have figured something out without that rock of yours, too.
あら、そう。
She could have. She would never lie about that. She's perfectly capable. Is that so?
あなたってば、もう子供じゃないんだからすねないでよ。
You're not young anymore. Don't wear your heart on your
先に言っ
sleeve.
とくけど、あなたが怖いってわけじゃないからね。でも今回は私が悪かったから譲ってあげる。
Just so we're clear, I'm not afraid of you, but I was in the wrong this time, so I'll give
あなた
in.
の助けがなくても私は平気だったけど、一応人の恩を受けたからにはね。
Although I would have been fine without your help, but you did do me a
さっき
favor.
はありがとう、ゼーレ。
Thanks for just now, Sele.
これでいいでしょ？だからもうそんなにすねないで。さっきの意識を感じ取ってたって話は本当だよ。しかもかなりの収穫があったんだ。
Alright, don't be so childish. I meant it when I said that I had connected to other sentients, and I've learned quite a lot from
だ
it.
から作業分担だと思えばいい。あなたは手を動かす、私は頭を動かす。 こんなチャンス
So,
他の人にはめったに回って
teamwork
こないん
makes
だ
the
からね。
dream work. You did the running and I did the thinking. Aren't you lucky to have me?
もう死んでるのにまだ律者の剣能が使えるってところが一番おかしいわよ。
To think that you'd use your Hersher's authority when you were already dying. How baffling.
本当に知識が乏しいんだね。まさか神の鍵も知らな。
What ignorance. Don't you know what a divine key...
ちょっと誰が死んだ律者だって？
No, no, no. I'm not a dead Hersher.
月の光を浴びて元に戻ったっていうだけで、まさか本当に自分が死んだとでも思ってるの？
Do you really think you're dead after basking in some moonlight? That can't be true.
何？私たちがまだ死んでないって証拠でもあるのかしら？
Why? Do you have any evidence that we're not dead
も
yet?
ちろんだよ。よく聞きなさい。
Of course, listen
さっき
well.
までここ一帯にある全ての意識を分析してたんだ。確実に言えることは、独立していて形を成している意識は私とあなたの2人だけ。ウサギとその従者はいなかった。
I analyzed all the minds in this area just now. I've confirmed that we are the only two minds who have an independent form. Karen and her goons aren't around
分か
here.
りきってることでしょ。もう一度言う必要なんてないんじゃない？
Isn't that obvious? You didn't have to repeat yourself.
おかしいと思わないの？この
Don't you
近く
see
に
the
は
problem?
私たち2人以外にもたくさんの亡霊がいるじゃない。
There are so many ghosts here, aside from you and me.
つまりあの亡霊たちは完全ではないってこと？
You mean that these ghosts are incomplete?
まだ結論を急がないで。あの亡霊たちがどういう存在なのかは私にもわからない。
Don't jump to conclusions just yet. I still don't know where those ghosts come
私た
from.
ちと会話できるし、各々の記憶もある。だけど意識の構造はとても混沌としているんだ。
Although they can talk to us and have their own memories, their minds are very
彼らに
disorganized.
幻覚を見せることはできるけど、今この瞬間の心の動きは読めなくて雑音しか聞こえないの。もしかしたら彼らには独立した意識がないのかもしれない。
Interesting. Although I can implant illusions in them, I cannot read their thoughts now. I can only hear some noises. They might not be independent minds at all.
どうして私たちと会話できるのかしら？
Then why can they talk to
そうなの
us?
知らない。本当の体が存在してて、今の姿はあくまでその投影ってだけかもしれないし、この死後の世界自体の規則が彼らを束縛した結果、独立した個体じゃなくなっているという可能性もある。
Who knows? Maybe they have a real body, different from these apparitions. They are just a hologram of their real bodies, or maybe the rules of this underworld constrain them and they are no longer independent
確
entities.
実に言えることは一つだけだよ。彼らの構造は私たちとは違ってる。その証拠に私はあなたの考えを読むことができるんだ。
The
もう
only
一度
thing I'm
試し
sure
てみ
of
る？
is that they are built different from you and me. Evident from how I can read your thoughts. Wanna try?
本当にもう一度やり合った方がいいかもしれないわね。
Looks like you're really itching for a fight.
もしかしたら私たちはすごく気が合うのかもしれないよ。どう？今のうちに友達にならない？
We really do get along pretty well. Let's be friends. I love that you got let's be friends out of that.
ほら、今あなたはゼーレと別行動をしているし、僕年人もいない。喧嘩をしたいと思ったらいつでもできるんだよ。
You
素
see,
晴らし
Sully
い機
isn't
会だ
with
と思わ
you.
ない？
Oldtimer isn't with me either. We can fight whenever we want to. What a rare opportunity.
とにかく絶対に私たちはまだ生きてる。ただ知らない世界に放り込まれただけだよ。
Anyway, we're definitely alive. We were just thrown into a foreign world.
どう転んでも私は律者だ。私がもし訳も分からず死んだとしたら、きっと天地を揺るがす大事件が起きたに違いない。そんなことが起こったら地球上に生き残ってる人なんていないと思うよ。
Might be a little extreme, but you know what? Yes, the whole world would fall apart without you, Senti. I'm a Hersher after all. If I were to mysteriously die here, it would be a catastrophe. The whole world would be dead.
僕年人でさえ。
Even Oldtimer would.
そんなことがありえるとでも？私には想像できないね。今もきっと彼女は復帰の書と一緒にどこかで悠然とお茶でも飲んでるはずだ。
How can that be possible? I can't imagine it. She's probably leisurely having tea with the Book of Fushi
ほ
now.
っとしたみたいね。悠然としてるのはあなたの方だと思うわよ。
She seems more relieved. It looks to me like you're the leisurely
ちょっ
one.
と心の声がはっきりと聞こえたんだけど。
Hey, I can hear your thoughts.
とにかく私たちは復活したわけだし、あとはどうにかして帰るだけでしょ。
Anyway, since we've revived, we should think of a way to get
だと
out.
しても帰る方法はあるの？
So, do you have any ideas?
問題を解決したいなら原因を探すに限る。まずはウサギを見つけてボコボコにしなき
But you
ゃ。
already said that she's not
本
here.
当の黒幕がいたとしても支援をついでに晴らしただけって思えばいいし。
Let he who tied the bell on the tigers take it off. First, we need to find Hare and beat her up. Even if there's another mastermind behind this, we'll just be taking personal revenge.
その意見には賛成するわ。あいつを見つけたら本当の死後の世界を存分に満喫してもらいましょう。
I can agree on that. When we find her, we can let her have a taste of the real underworld.
ただ今の私たちにはあいつを探す手段なんてないわよね。もし私があいつならそのまま漁師の海へと逃げ込んで高みの見物をすると思うわ。
What? Jayton, thank you for the raid. Welcome in, raiders. Welcome, welcome. My name's Haruki. I'm a witch VTuber, and I play a variety of games, but we are currently playing Honkai Impact the Third with our two sassy ladies here on screen bickering at each other. But how are you today, Jayton? What were you doing? Let me get you a shout out. Oh, thank you, Techno. Never mind. He got me. But you were playing Kingdom Hearts. Oh boy, which one were you playing? I think the remaster has like almost everything except for the third game. I think I saw you were also playing... Wait, was it Jack and Daxter earlier? I stopped in and was lurking for a bit. Anyway, I hope you had a really good stream. Also, if you need to run, make sure you go take care of yourself, get some water, get up and stretch. Make sure you get food if you need to as well. I really, really appreciate the raid. But I don't think we have the means to find her now. If I were her, I would have ran back to the Sea of Quanta to watch by the sidelines. Yup. I hope you had a good stream, Jayton. But I don't think... Oh wait, I already read that.
確かに私がいるから長居する度胸もないだろうし。
You're right. I can understand that she... You're right. I can understand that she dare not linger with me around. Oh yes. Yes, we're all so scared. Senti, if I were her, I would have ran.
ということはむしろあのゼーレを探しに行った方がいいのかもしれない。彼女はあなたと一緒に来たと言ってたよね。もしここにいないのならこの世界の泡の構造には何かしらの仕掛けがあるはずだ。
Then we should look for that Sele. Did you say that she fell in with you? Since she's not here, there should be some loophole in the composition of this bubble universe. For sure Senti yet? No. I wish. I wish there was. I love Senti so much. The Senti and Fua, which Senti looks like Fua, I really hope both get someone who looks like them in Star Rail. They're one of my favorite characters.
そうね。
Whatever.
あなたの能力は役に立たないし、直接あの亡霊たちに話を聞きに行く必要があるわね。
Since your power can't help us, we can only approach those otherworldly
行きましょ
things.
う。彼らが集まる場所に行けば、 この世界の構造を聞き出せるかもしれないわ。
Let's go to where they're gathered and see if we can find out anything about the composition of this
そんなこ
universe.
とを聞こうとするなんて、なんだか頼りがいがないね。
What, you want to ask? Sounds
だと
unreliable.
しても解決策の一つではあるでしょ。
An unreliable idea is still an idea, no?
それとも
It's better than
自分
standing
で
around
聞いて
doing
きてくれる
nothing.
のかしら。
Or are you willing to do the work instead?
指図しないでよ。
Don't get cocky with me.
行きましょう。
I'm sorry, Senti. How dare I?
おお、ゼーレさんにシキちゃんも戻ってきたのか。
Oh, it's Miss Sele and Senti.
ええ。ねえ、一つ聞きたいんだけど、最近私たちと似てる人を見かけたりしなかった？
Yeah, hello. Aside from us, have you seen anyone else that looks like us? Sele gave a simple description to the
す
ghost.
まないが力になれそうにないの。わしは見かけておらん。
I'm really sorry, but I don't think I can help. I can be of help. I have never seen the people you were talking
じゃが
about.
問題ない。わしと共に祈ればきっと賢者様がその願いを叶えてくれる。
But it's alright. The two of you can pray with me. I'm sure the great sage will fulfill your
その
wish.
話はもういいよ。私たちはここの住人じゃないし、その賢者様とやらが本当に手伝ってくれると思う？
Great. He's going on about that again. We're not residents here. Can that great sage even help
でたら
us?
めを言うもんじゃない。賢者様は信者には公平に接してくださる。それに二人はわしらに協力してくれたじゃろ。
Don't be preposterous. The great sage cares for all her believers, and the two of you have helped us so
協
much.
力？
Help?
二人は凶暴化した左衛を倒した上に、わしらのようないつ消えてもおかしくはない亡霊に願いが成就した幻覚を見せてくれた。わしにとってそれが現実ではなかったとしても貴重な
Both
光
of you
景じゃっ
helped
た。
to defeat those berserk sand servants. More importantly, you showed us disappearing souls an illusion of how it would be if we had our wishes fulfilled. To me, even if it wasn't real, it was an important scene.
ああ、あなたは孫娘に会いたがってた人か。
Ah, you were the one who wanted to see your
記憶す
granddaughter.
ら曖昧になってるのに、生きてる人間よりもずっと強い願いを抱いているのね。
Your memories are a blur, but your wishes are more passionate than the living.
もちろんじゃ。ここ数年の間、わしが故郷を思わなかった日はないぞ。あの野原の小道、庭一面にあった細かい結晶。
Of course, all these years I've never stopped thinking about my homeland. That path on the wide field and those fragmented crystals in the
わ
yard.
しは心から祈った。現世に戻って家出した娘に謝り、余生を使ってわしが犯した罪を償いたいと。
I've always been praying, hoping that I can return to the mortal realm, apologize to my daughter, who had left, and use my remaining life to atone for my sins. What?
当時わしの娘はある若者に恋をしていた。わしは頑固な父親によくある行動をとり、連絡を絶つよう娘に要求した。
Back then, my daughter fell in love with a young man. Like any stubborn father, I asked for them to cut things off.
さらには彼らが会う約束をした日にわしは広場に行っ
Oh
て
my
この
goodness.
手で二人を離れ離れにしたんじゃ。
I even personally went to the plaza to separate them on the day they had promised to meet each
記
other.
憶が曖昧で一体何をしたかは覚えておらんが、きっとひどいことをしたはずじゃ。そのせいで娘と和解する機会を失った上に、数年後身ごもったあの子は家出をしてしまい。
Although my memories are already a blur and I can't recall what exactly I did that day, I must have gone overboard. I lost any chance of making up with my daughter, even until years later when she had left home pregnant.
ああ賢者様、どうかこの祈りを聞き、わしに導きと祝福を与えてください。
Ah, great sage, please listen to my prayers and bestow upon me your guidance and blessings.
ちょっとこれ以上話をさせたらキリがない。あなただってこういう昼ドラみたいな話に興味はないでしょ。
Hey, I think he's never gonna stop talking. You don't like soap dramas either, right?
こいつの信仰心はあまりにも強すぎる。相手を変えて
This
情
guy's
報を
way
聞き
too
出そう。
religious. I feel like most of them are going to be pretty religious.
もしもし、こんにちは、聞こえてる？
Hello, hi, can you hear me?
聞こえてるんでしょ？さっきのやつはあんなに情熱的だったのに、こいつは冷たいんだね。
Oh, so you can hear me. The one just now was too passionate, and this one here is too cold.
ごめんなさい。居眠りしてて。あなたのことは知ってるわ。
I'm sorry, I nodded off. Ah, I
あ
recognize
な
you.
たはシキちゃん。そうよね。あの怪物たちはあなたたちが片付けたんでしょ？
You're
本当にありがとう。
The two of you defeated those monsters before. Thank you so
さっ
much.
きから言いたかったんだけど、これって一体？
I wanted to ask you, what
チップだけで
exactly...
も思っておきなさい。人に借りを作ったままでいるのは嫌なんでしょ？
Think of this as compensation. You don't like to owe favors, right?
でも二人がこの世界の住人じゃなくてよかったわ。祈りの時間に居眠りしてたことがバレたらきっとまた怒られちゃう。
But fortunately, you guys aren't residents of this universe. If someone else had caught me sleeping during prayers, I'd be in for a lecture again.
誤解しないで。もちろん私も賢者様のことや死後の世界の法則を信じてる。
Please don't misunderstand. Of course, I believe in the great sage and the laws of the underworld
た
too.
だ私のようなぐうたらな人は早く転生できるよう真面目に祈るより今のうちにちゃんと寝て楽な日々を満喫した方がいいと思うの。
But for someone like me who leads a lackadaisical life, it's better to catch more sleep now and relax instead of fervently praying for
こういう
reincarnation.
人はどの世界にもいるのね。
So, people like this exist in every universe.
それも一つの生き方でしょ。
I think it's a way of living
だからあ
too.
いつらと距離を取ってたの？協調
I
性が
don't
ない
think
とか？
there's anything wrong with living your life that way. That's why you keep a distance from those people, because you don't fit in.
そういうわけじゃないんだけど、あっちには生前の知り合いがいるから会うと気まずいのよ。
And that's not it. It's just that I knew those people when I was alive, so it'll be awkward if we meet
彼は
again.
友人の恋人なんだけど、二人は家族に祝福されなかったの。よくある話でしょ。
He's my friend's lover, but their families frowned upon their relationship. Typical,
あの
right?
日、友人に会いたいって彼が私に伝言を頼んできたの。具体的な場所は、
That night,
記憶
he
が
asked me
少
to
し
deliver
曖
a
昧
message to
ね。
my friend, for the two of them to meet somewhere. As for the location, my memory's a little
とにか
fuzzy.
く結果はあまり良くなくて、友人の父親によって二人は離れ離れになってしまったの。そんなことがあったから、
It
死
didn't
後の
end
世界
well.
で彼に会いたくないのよ。
They were separated by my friend's father when they met. Because of this, I don't want to meet him again in the
よくわから
underworld.
ないんだけど、最後の話はこのエピソードと何の関係があるの？
I don't really understand. What does this have to do with the story you just
その二
told?
人のことは別にあなたのせいじゃないでしょ？
You're not at fault for what happened to the two of them.
それはそうだけど、よく考えてみて。私が関わったことはいつもうまくいかないの。それって私の運が悪いってことでしょ？
You're right. But you see, anything I'm involved in turns out to be a wreck. Doesn't that mean that I'm really
あまり
unlucky?
賢者様に祈ってこなかったせいかもしれないわね。はあ、みんなとは距離を取らないと。
Maybe it's really because I don't pray to the great sage enough. So I can only distance myself from
一人で
everyone.
月の光を浴びるのも悪くないでしょ。月の光を浴びるたびに生きてた頃に戻ったような気がするの。
Actually, it's not bad to bask in the moonlight alone. Every time I lay in the moonlight, I feel like I'm
あ
alive
の時の
again.
景色はすごく良かったわ。一面が真っ白で。
The scenery then was
な
great,
んだったか
and
し
there
ら。
were lots of those white. What's it called again?
はあ、とにかく世紀がどこにもない今とは全然違うの。
Anyway, it's different from the present. It reeks of death everywhere
もういい
now.
わ。あなたの生き方はよく分かったから。
That's enough. We understand your way of living well
つま
now.
り十数時間も眠ってたあなたは知らない人を見かけてないのよね。
So, for the past 10 or more hours, you've been sleeping and hadn't seen any strangers, right?
何かあったの？
Yeah. Is something wrong?
時間の無駄だったわ。
What a waste of time.
信仰心がなさすぎるのもいいことじゃないみたいね。
We need to find a nice middle ground. I'm also pretty sure she's the friend of the old man's daughter. Either that or their stories are very similar.
ああ、ゼーレさんにシキちゃんか。
I mean, yeah. Oh, it's Miss Sally and
はいは
Senti.
い、しきちゃんだよ。
Yes, yes, I'm
あな
Senti.
たまさかメガホンでも持って亡霊たちに宣伝し
Oh,
たわけ？
Tilo, you're back. What'd you get to eat? Ow. You brat. Did you go around announcing my name to the ghost with a
そ
megaphone?
んな暇はないわ。
Absolutely.
情報が伝わるのが早いだけでしょ。
My face hurts, Tilo. Stop that. You're bullying me. I have better things to do than that. News just spreads quickly
そ
among
れで
them.
お兄さん、お兄さん、間違いがなければあなたがあの二人の話に出てきたトーニー、つまり主人公なのよね。
Don't you point at me. So, Mr. Ghost, if I'm not wrong, you're the protagonist of the two ghost stories there, right?
話、主人公？何を言ってるのかよくわからないな。俺はただ元の世界に転生したいだけだよ。
Stories? Protagonist? I don't know what you're talking about. I just want to reincarnate back into my original world as soon as
もう
possible.
何年も経ってるのにまだ彼女に会えてないって
What'd
こ
you
と
get
は
to eat,
つまり
Tilo?
彼女はまだ生きてるんだよな。今
Did you
転
bring
生した
enough
ら
for
彼
everyone?
女に会うチャンスがある。
It's been so many years, but I still haven't met her here yet. This means that she's still in the mortal world, right? If I reincarnate now, I still have a chance of meeting
で
her
も
again.
もし俺が転生した後に彼女がここに来たらまたすれ違うこ
No,
とにな
you
るん
did
じゃ。
not get feet to
い
eat.
やいややっぱり転生はもう少し後に。
But if she comes here just after I reincarnate, we can miss each other. No, maybe I shouldn't reincarnate
どうや
yet.
らあなたも高等の賢者の信者みたいね。
It looks like you're also a fervent believer of the sage.
ああゼーレさん冗談はやめてくれないか。賢者を信じてない人なんていないよ。
Oh, you jest, Miss Sally. There's nobody among us who doesn't believe in the
俺と彼
sage.
女は賢者様に祈りを捧げに行った高等の下で出会ったんだ。
For example, when I first met her, we were both praying to the sage under the
あそこで
tower.
彼女に会えたらいいなっていつも考えてたけど何の予兆もなく別れを迎えるとは思わなかった。
Play some casual matches. You don't have to do rain. You can still play the game. Just chill in the casual lobbies. I always think about how great it would be to meet her there again, but in the end, we were abruptly separated.
あの日のことはよく覚えてないけど、俺が知っ
Cross
て
has
るの
been
は
losing his
あの
mind
日から
in Diamond.
俺は彼女と連絡を取る機会を失ったし、彼女は家族と和解でき
Yeah,
な
but
か
at
った。
least you don't have to worry about losing anything if you lose. It's less stress that way. I mean, you do get people around your same level, but at least you don't have to worry about losing anything. And maybe give it like, I don't know how long it would take. Maybe a week, because he just came out, right? Maybe give it like a week for them to all get into Masters, and then maybe it'll be a little bit better. Wait another 3-ish hours until Wua servers open up. I bet he'll go play his waifu Fortnite game. That day, I can no longer remember it clearly. I only know that I never had the chance to contact her again afterwards. She never made up with her family either.
もう彼女に連絡できないならどうやって
Are
そ
you
の後の
playing
ことを知っ
Terry,
たの？
Tilo? Do I have to judge you? Tilo, do I need to judge you? Tilo, you playing Terry? Are you letting me down? Why don't you play a different character? Why has it gotta be Terry? Judge Tilo hardcore, I am. Why aren't you playing Jury? She's got your feet. Why don't you love her? Why don't you play her? I'm watching you, Tilo. If you never contacted her, how would you know how she fared afterwards?
月の光が最も明るい湖の方に行くたびに一緒にいた時のことを思い出せるんだ。
Not allowed.
海の匂いがする
Here
空
at
気の
here
中
at
で
Shama Corp, you're not allowed to
出
plead
会いから別れまで
the fifth. That's not a thing. You may not remain silent. You must confess all of thy sins. I remember bits and pieces of our memories whenever I go to the lake where the moon shines the brightest. We breathe the salty air, and from our first encounter to our final
当時
separation,
俺たちは同じ村
confess thy
美し
sins,
い結晶に
Tilo.
囲まれた村で暮らしてた。
You'll
そこには
you'll
俺の
confess
思い
her
出や
feet.
執
You're
念
gonna have to talk.
この世界にいる俺を支えてる全
You're
て
gonna
が
have to
存在
talk
して
to your CEO about that one. If he agrees, then sure. We lived in the same village, a village surrounding beautiful crystals. All my memories and desires remain there, upholding my existence in this
二人は
world.
かつて賢者様の意志を広めていたんだよね。どうか答えてほしい。俺は月の下で再会を待ち続けるべきだろうか、それとも
Ah, the both
来
of
世で
you
一瞬だ
carried
け
the
のすれ
words of the
違いを
great
迎える
sage
べきだろうか。
previously. Please tell me, should I continue waiting for her here under the moonlight, or should I accept the brief encounter between us if I were to reincarnate
そん
now?
なの自分で考えなさい。
How do you know? Well, actually, he's probably not. That's probably true. Yeah, that's true. Think about this
そ
for
れより聞きた
yourself.
いことがあるの。ずっとここで転生を待ってるなら、私
How
たち
dare
の
you
他に
take my hat?
知らない人を見かけなかった。
Since you've been waiting here for dusk till dawn for reincarnation, have you seen other strangers aside from us? No! Why? Why is it gotta be like this? Did you guys plan this? Did you plan this? Are you cooperating? You're not allowed to get together and plan these things. That's not allowed. You can't do that. I don't believe you. I don't believe you at all. Trust you. And since you've been waiting here from dusk till dawn for reincarnation, have you ever seen other strangers aside
それ
from us?
は見てないと思うけど、
This? Probably
じゃあ
not.
生き返った魂は見たことある？
Trauma Corp does not allow for unionizing, so it's absolutely not a union. Last time someone tried that, let's just say there wasn't anything left of them. No ashes, nothing. They were just gone. So probably more in trading. What about souls that have been brought to reincarnate? Have you seen them for
月
yourself?
の光を失って消えた魂ならいくつか見たことがある
No,
よ。
there is no
で
union
も
for
生
feet.
き返った魂は
That's more of like a
わからない。
club. That's more of like something you do after work. You're getting Mozana feet art. Did you make sure it was okay with her? I've seen souls that disappear after losing moonlight, but reincarnation, I'm not sure about that.
もう
One
邪
second, I'm
魔
gonna
しな
grab
い
my
から
chapstick.
そ
It's
の
literally
問
on
題を
my
よく
other
考え
desk.
続けなさい。
Okay, apparently I didn't leave on that desk, but I got some. Yeah, just double check with her. I think you asked on stream if I remember correctly. I doubt she minds, but just make sure you get permission. I wish I knew someone who could like do something like that. All right, that's enough. We won't disturb you any further. Continue to ponder about your relationship problems.
はあ、やっぱり時間の無駄だった。
I think Cross is getting trauma drawn in wait, what's his name? Akuma from Street Fighter? I think he's getting him drawn in that outfit.
どう？私は間違ってなかったでしょ？あの亡霊たちの脳は、もう脳はないんだっけ？
I see. See, I was right. The brains of those ghosts, I guess they don't have brains
とにか
anymore.
く、彼らは生前に最も執着してたことしか思い出せない。記憶すらないかもしれないよ。何しろ体自体を持ってないからね。容量が小さくて当然だよ。
They can only remember what their greatest obsession from when they were alive. You can't even consider those as memories anyway. After all, it's normal to lose some capacity after losing their bodies.
思考があまりにも細切れだから彼らの心が読めないのかもしれないね。つまり彼らの口からこの世界の構造を把握したくてもそれはあなたの一方的な要求で
Maybe I can't read their thoughts because their obsessions are too fragmented. You won't be able to understand the composition of this universe from them.
私は収穫があったって思ってるんだけど。
The best that money can buy? Damn, you're going all out. I see, Tilo, I see. On the contrary, I think we've learned a little.
私たちと話した亡霊たちは生前からお互いのことを知っていた。あなたは気づかなかったの？
Did you notice that those ghosts we'd talked to knew each other when they were
そうだ
alive?
ね。でもそれが何？
Yeah, that's possible, but so
少
what?
なくともこの死後の世界は漁師の海全体のものじゃない。とある世界の泡限定の死後の世界だってことが分かったでしょ？
That's very specific. Oh my, kind of concerning now. This means that this underworld isn't shared among the entire Sea of Quanta. It's an underworld that only has enough capacity for a specific bubble
ここの亡
universe.
霊たちは生前は同じ世界にいた。つまり高等の賢者を信仰する世界から来たの。そ
Ooh,
して
she's slowly
その
starting
世
to
界
piece it
自体
together.
も大きくはなかった。だから彼らは一箇所に集まったのよ。
The souls here all came from the same universe when they were alive. The universe that believes in the sage, that universe is very small as well. For them to be able to gather in one
そ
place,
れがどう
the skin
ああ、わかっ
cells?
た。
What does that mean? What does that entail? And so what? Oh, I
つ
get it
まり
now.
固有世界から来た私たちは死のせいでこの世界に飛ばされたわけじゃないってことでしょ
You mean, since we came from the real world, it's impossible for us to have been transported here because we
それは
died.
つまり私たちは生きてるってことやった
I see, I see.
ってとっくに分かってたことじゃない
Which also means we're still alive. Hooray! Isn't that what we already concluded
最後
earlier?
まで聞いて。前に聞いた言い伝えのよう
You
に
want rigged
彼ら
toes
は
so
定期的に月
badly.
の光を浴びないと自身の存在を維持できない。
Let me finish. Just like the legend we had heard before, they need to bask in the moonlight periodically to sustain their
注目
existence.
すべきは高等の賢者を信仰する亡霊たちにとって月の光を浴びる行為とその効果は彼らが生前に行った祈りと似てるってところよ。
More importantly, to those ghosts who believe in the sage, the experience and efficiency of basking in the moonlight is similar to praying when they were still
つまり
alive.
彼らの祈りは本当に効果があるのかもしれないね漁師の海は広いし世界の泡だってたくさんある変わった法則が存在してたって別に変じゃない
So their prayers might really be useful. The Sea of Quanta is vast, and there are countless bubble universes. It's normal to have some strange laws.
何まだ言いたいことがあるんでしょ
What's wrong? Don't you still have something to say?
この世界の法則とは関係ないあの3人に関する話なんだけど
It's nothing to do with the laws of this universe. Just the story about those three ghosts.
ただのベタすぎる話じゃない
Wasn't that just a regular soap drama? No, Cynthia, it wasn't.
彼らの話には矛盾してるところがあるそう思わない
Don't you think that their narratives were rather disjointed or ironic?
一途な若者伝言を頼まれた女性そして頑固な老人彼らの記憶は肝心な部分が欠けてるの
A lovesick youth, a messenger lady, and a stubborn old man. They were missing an important part of their
若者は
memories.
恋人と別れた場面を忘れた女性は伝言の内容を忘れた老人は2人を離れ離れにした時のことを忘れたそのどれもが物語の中で一番肝心なところでしょ
The youth had forgotten where he was separated from his lover. The lady had forgotten the content of the message she delivered. The old man had forgotten how he separated the couple. Those are the most important parts of the
そ
story.
んな風に欠けた部分があるせいで他の人の話で補完するしかなかった
Because of these lapses, we could only piece the story together by asking
彼らは
others.
とっくに死んでるし記憶が曖昧になってるだけじゃない
Their memories aren't clear because they are already dead.
人が死んだらその意識は消える一部のかけらをキープできただけでも奇跡みたいなものなんだから多くは望めないよ
Their consciousness disappears when they die. It's already a miracle that they managed to retain fragments of it. We can't ask for too
亡霊
much.
たちは生前最も執着してたことしか思い出せないってあなたがそう分析したんじゃないなのに彼らは最も肝心なところを思い出せていない
But you said that the ghost held on to their greatest obsessions from when they were alive. Yet they cannot remember the most important parts of their
それっ
obsessions.
て矛盾してるでしょ
Don't you think that's ironic?
じゃああなたはどういうことだと思ってるの
Then what do you think is
確信
happening?
なんてないわでもあの3人の物語は一つの突破口になるかもしれない
I'm not sure, but perhaps we can find a breakthrough with the story about these three ghosts.
なんとなく糸口をつかめたって思ったけど、やっぱりよくわからないわね。
I feel like we're almost getting there, but there's still something missing.
私はバカじゃないけど、頭を動かすことはあの子の方が得意かもね。小さい頃から本を読むのが好きだったし。
Although I'm no idiot, when it comes to brainstorming, that fellow is probably better at it. She has been more of a bookworm than me since we were
も
young.
し長空市に行った時のあの子と同じように。
If I could be like her when we were in Nagazoro,
いいえ、向こうはもう私のことを頼らないって決めたのに、私があの子を頼ってどうするの？
she decided that she won't rely on me anymore. Why should I rely on her now? How ridiculous.
私には聞こえてるって言ったはずだと思うけど。
Stop listening in on our thoughts, Senti. God. Like I said, I can hear you.
あなたなら言いふらさないのよね。
But you won't tell, will you?
自分が何をしてるか分かってるの？私を脅してるつもり？
Do you know what you're doing? Threatening me? The atmosphere between the two filled with tension, but they were certain that they wouldn't attack each other.
人の心が読めるからって。
This know-it-all, just because she can read my thoughts.
心を読む？
Wait, read my thoughts?
そういうことだったのね。わかったわ。
So that's it. I get it now.
誤解してたわね。自分と相手の心が通じ合ってるっていう誤解を。
It's a misunderstanding caused by misperceptions of each
式
other.
の律者、あなたはあの3人の話を聞いて、誰が責任を取るべきだと思った？
For sure of sentience, in the story about the three ghosts, who do you think held the biggest responsibility?
若者、女性、それに老人の話？それはもちろんあの頑固な老人でしょ？彼が恋人同士を離れ離れにしたんだから。
Among the young man, lady, and old man? The old man, of course. He separated the couple after all.
その結論はすぐに出せるけど、視点を変えてみて。彼らが忘れた部分を考えれば、状況が変わってくるの。
Right, but we can conclude this easily. But if you look at what they forgot from a different perspective, that's not the
若者
case.
が別れた時のことを思い出せないのは、そもそも別れの場面なんてなかったからとか？
The young man forgot where they were separated. Could it be that there never was a place for that?
同じように、女性が伝言を思い出せないのは、その内容があやふやだったから。老人が2人を離れ離れにした時の話を思い出せないのは、そもそもそんなことをしてないからよ。
Similarly, the lady forgot what she had conveyed because she wasn't sure about the content in the first place. The old man forgot about how he separated the couple because he never separated them to begin with.
こういうことだと思うわ。若者は女性と一度会い、2人の間にある問題をはっきりと説明しようと決めた。
I think that this might be what happened. The young man decided to meet his lover to discuss about a problem between
約束
them.
の場所は彼らが出会ったところ、賢者に祈りを捧げる場所であるはずの高塔の下だった。
They promised to meet at where they had first seen each other, below the tower where they had prayed to the
でも
sage.
伝言を頼まれた女性は祈りにあまり参加していなかった。
But the lady who was to convey the message did not really participate in the prayers.
だから伝言に情報のズレが生じてしまって、伝えた高塔の賢者に祈りを捧げる場所が別の場所になってしまったのよ。
So she got the message wrong when passing it on, and the place where we pray to the sage had been mistaken for another
おそら
location.
く老人が話してた広場だったんでしょうね。そのせいで若者は高塔の下で恋人と会うことができず、自分は捨てられたのだと勘違いして去るしかなかった。
That's probably the plaza that the old man was talking about. So the young man did not get to meet his lover below the tower and misunderstood that she had abandoned him. So he could only leave with
そ
regret.
して広場に来た彼の恋人はたまたま通りすがった老人とばったり会って、 彼が若者を追い払ったと勘違いしたんでしょう。
But this lover went to the plaza and coincidentally met her father there. She misunderstood that he she misunderstood that he had chased the young man
それな
away.
ら彼らの話にあった矛盾の
That would
全てを
explain
説
a
明
lot.
できるわ。
That would explain all the contradictions in the
な
story.
るほど。その説は結構面白いね。
Indeed, this is pretty
ただ口で言
interesting.
っただけじゃ証拠にならないよ。その推測を証明できるものはあるの？
But these are just assumptions. Do you have any evidence to back your deductions? Not really.
それが普通でしょ。みんな死んでるし、随分と前のことだから、そんな細かいところは誰も覚えてないんじゃないかしら。
This is common. Everyone's dead, and that incident happened long ago. Who would be able to remember the
まあ
details?
いいでしょう。つまりそこまで考えたのは私の前で格好をつけるためだったの？
I love you, Senti. Never change. Alright, so you pondered so hard here because you wanted to flex?
あなたのゼーレが長空詞で大活躍したから寂しがり屋のあなたも彼女と同じようになりたかったとか？
Because your Sele did an amazing job in Nagazoro, and you can't bear the loneliness, so you want to do something
意
similar.
識の律者だからって悪意に満ちた誹謗中傷はやめてくれる？その心を読む能力をちゃんと使いなさい。
You can't slander someone just because you're the Hersher of sentience. Use your telepathic powers
はい
instead.
はいもうやめるよ。そっちもそう焦らないで。
Fine, fine. I won't say anything more. Don't
確かにあ
panic.
なたの推測は筋が通ってる。認めてもいいよ。それでもう本題に入ってもいい？
I admit that your deductions make some sense. So, can we get down to business now?
今の推測はその本題と関係があるのよ。
Yeah, and those deductions also have something to do with our business.
もし本当に事実が私の話した通りだったとしたら、
If what I said was true,
もしもの話はやめましょう。まずはあの3人に直接聞いて私の推測を確認しなくちゃ。
no, let's not talk about the hypothetical situations. We should check with those 3 ghosts and ascertain my
もしか
deductions.
したらこの話は本当に死後の世界の構造と関係があるのかもしれないわ。
Perhaps the story is really associated with the composition of the underworld. Well, let's figure out the truth. Oh, they're all together now. Convenient. Before they knew it, the ghosts had already gathered together. Sally told them about her assumptions.
そうじゃったのか。わしの罪はそれほど重くはなかったのじゃな。
I see that I'm not so much to blame.
私が間違ってたのね。賢者様の天罰とか言って本当に最低だったわ。今日から祈ることで罪を償うしか。
So, I was the one who messed up and even pushed the blame on the great sage. How presumptuous of me. I'll start praying to atone for my
俺も悪
sins.
かった。もしあの時俺がもっと強くなってもう一度努力していれば結果は違っていたのかもしれない。
I was at fault too. If I had persisted a bit more and worked a bit harder, perhaps things would have turned out
二人とも
differently.
本当にありがとう。真相を知って彼女と再会する勇気が湧いてきた気がするよ。
I'm so thankful towards the both of you. After learning the truth, I now have the courage to reunite
こ
with
の恩
her.
はどうやって返すべきかな。俺はもう体を持ってないし、ちゃんとした贈り物も用意できない。
How can I repay you? A pity that I can't pay in labor, nor do I have any gifts for you.
別にいいよ。見返りが欲しくて助けたわけじゃないし、気持ちだけで十分。
It's fine. We're not helping you in hopes of getting something in return. It's the thought that
随分
counts.
と気前がいいわね。
Why aren't you generous?
それならせめて協力させてほしい。確か二人は人探しをしてるんだったよな。
In that case, at least let me help the two of you. You seem to be looking for someone.
でもあなたは何も見てないんじゃないの？
Yeah, but didn't you say that you didn't see them?
確かにそのことに関しては力になれないけど、ここを離れて探すつもりなら 長時間活動できるようにより多く月の岩を蓄える必要があるだろう。
Indeed, I can't help you in this aspect, but if you intend to go around searching, you'll need to prepare more moon rocks. They'll help you move around for a longer period of
月の
time.
岩が最も密集している場所を知ってるんだ。そこに近づいて月の光を浴びるたびに高塔の下で彼女と初めて出会った日のことを思い出す。
I know the place that has the most moon rocks in this universe. Every time I go there and bask in the moonlight, I'd remember the day I first met her under the
方向を
tower.
教えるから少し待っててくれ。
Please hold on. I'll show you where it is.
結局場所を聞き出しただけじゃ
So nice of
な
you.
い。それが本題なの？
いいえ、それは予想外の収穫ってところかしら。月の岩があの亡霊たちの存在を左右できるなら、きっと何かしらの角度でこの世界の本質に触れられるはず。だからいずれは月の岩が一番密集してる場所に行くことになるはずよ。
はいはい、あなたの考えはいつも筋が通ってるね。ところで、あなたの言う本題って、
まさか
あなたとゼーレはいつもこんな風に脳内で議論してるわけ？ここまで口達者だったなんて知らなかったよ。
Double senti. Alright, in the end, what exactly is the business you were talking
亡霊た
about?
ちの記憶は不完全だけど、それには何か深い理由があるんじゃないかって考えてたの。
I was thinking, there might be a deeper reason to why those ghosts have incomplete
彼らから得た
memories.
情報には不自然なところがあるって思わなかった？
Didn't you realize that some of the information they know is
例え
unnatural?
ば？
For example,
あの若者は恋人に連絡していなかったのに、相手のその後の状況を知ってたでしょ。それに老人は無関係だったのに、若者と娘が会ってたことを知ってた。
the young man never contacted his lover again, but he knew how his lover was doing afterward. The young man never participated in the whole ordeal, but he knew that the old man had never participated in the whole ordeal, but he knew that the young man had secretly planned to meet his daughter.
あの亡霊たちが持ってた情報は、そもそも彼らが知るはずのないものなのよ。
In other words, these ghosts have information that they aren't supposed to
確か
have.
に。どれも自分自身が知り得ない視点のものばかりだね。だからこそ断片と化した彼らの記憶には盲点があって誤解が生まれる。
Indeed, those are perspectives that they could possibly have had. Because of that, there are loopholes in their fragmented memories, which cause the
じゃ
misunderstanding.
あ、その3つの話は誰の視点によるものだと思う？
Then whose perspective do you think the story actually takes?
もう知ってるんでしょ？私に聞く必要なんてある？手のひらにでも書いて一斉に見せ合った方がいい？
Don't you know already? Do we need to write it on our palms and flash them together for
そ
giggles?
うしたいなら別に付き合ってあげてもいいけど。
I'm not against the idea if you're into
やめ
that.
ておくよ。つまりあの3つの話はどれも若者の恋人の視点によるものだって言いたかったんだよね。
Save it. Are you trying to say the 3 stories are told in that love interest
ええ、
perspectives?
おそらくその話の中で唯一まだ生きてる人でもある。
Yeah, who's probably the only person in the story that's still
3人の
alive.
死者の記憶はどれもが同じ人、しかも生きてる人間から来てる。この推測が成立するなら、ここは死んだ者だけが入れる世界じゃない。むしろ逆だよ。
The memories of the 3 deceased all come from the same living person. If this assumption is true, then this world isn't somewhere you can only enter after death, but the complete opposite.
今はまだ結論を出せないけど、答えの輪郭は徐々に見えつつあるわね。
Yeah, we haven't sorted it out yet, but the answer is becoming clear. With that said, the 2 tacitly assured themselves that they were one step closer to the truth of this world.
残りの問題は目的地に着いてから考えてもいいし。
Let's go. We can ponder the remaining questions after we get there.
ここみたいだね。景色は悪くないかな。
This looks like the place. What a
月の光
view.
が 他の場所よりもずっと明るいわね。それに月の岩も一面にある。
The moon shines brighter here, and the moon rocks are
ここに住む亡
everywhere.
霊がいたらきっと不老不死になれるだろうね。まあ不死はちょっと違うかもしれないけど。
If ghosts live here, they'll live up to 100 years by... What standard is that? I have no idea what that is. 1 second. Time to Google. Tasty rocks? Maybe they're like pop rocks. Oh, okay. By posthumous standards, I guess.
月の岩は月の光と同じ効果を持ってる。じゃあそれがずっと
I
月の
wonder what they
光を浴び
taste
続
like.
けたらどう
Are
な
they
ると思う？
salty rocks? Moon rocks and moonlight have the same effect. What could a moon rock that's been bathing in moonlight do?
知らないよ。一つ拾ってみれば？
Duh, pick one up so we can work it out. Hello, what was that?
どこから出てきた
Oh,
の？
you're back.
さすがはメイドみたいな場所だね。怪物も変わったやつばかりだ。この怪物たちの姿。
戦いに集中しなさい。
It's time.
私に奇襲を仕掛けられる怪
Yeah.
物なん
Oh
て
no,
ま
she's
だ生まれてき
talking.
て
I
ないよ
couldn't。hear the yatta. How dare you talk over your own dialogue, Senki? What am I supposed to do if I can't hear the glorious yatta? I wonder if I could find that as a sound in the game. I'll have to look after stream. Oh damn, like chill.
身の程知らずね。
こっ
Pathetic.
ちはまだ気が済んでないのに何倒れてるの？
I'm just getting started. Get
奴
up.
らの行動はまるでお菓子を見つけたアリのようだったわ。死ぬのが早すぎてその目標が何だったのかはわからないけど。
Their tracks reminded me of ants attracted by sweets. Unfortunately, they died too quickly for me to see what their objective was.
だったら手加減してあげればよかったのに。
You could have held
せっ
back.
かくストレスを発散できるチャンスなのに余計なことは考えたくないわ。そっ
It
ち
was
だ
a
って同じ
rare
でしょ。
opportunity to vent. Get it? Weren't you the same?
ここに
Absolutely.
あるのは月の岩だけだもの。奴らの目標はせいぜいその中のどれかでしょうね。
Plus, there's nothing here other than moon rocks. Their objective is probably one of these moon rocks.
それはどうでしょう。見た目は月の岩ですが構成する成分は違うなのです。
Who is this? I wouldn't be so sure. They might all look like moon rocks, but they have differing compositions.
例えば私のように
The
話せ
rock
る
is
品種もある
speaking?
なのです。
For example, some may be able to speak like me. All of a sudden, the idea of tasting these rocks is kind of off-putting now.
あなたは
You... Senti, was that you?
すみません。
No, it
冗談
wasn't.
の温度感を分かっていないと昔からよく言われているなのです。
Sorry, I've always been told that I don't have a good sense of
です
humor.
がここには意識の律者がいますからこんな子供騙しは通用しないと思ったなのです。
But with the Hersher of sentience around, I thought you guys wouldn't fall for this
あな
trick.
た
You...
珍しい顔を拝めるいい機会だから教えたらもったいないって思ってね。
All right, Nerdon. Well, okay. If the rock starts yelling and screaming, I will not help, and I may call the police. Rarely do I see that expression of yours, so I couldn't resist.
もうそんな顔しないで。相手は私たちを助けに来てくれたんだ。そうでしょ？
All right, enough with the long face. She's here to help us,
はい
no?
セーレさん、指揮の律者ごきげんようなのです。
Hello, Sally. Hersher
改めて自
sentience.
己紹介を。あなた
Schrodinger.
たちの知り合いと協力したこともあるシュレーディンガーなのです。
You go for the head for it's a rock.
知り合い
Does
か
the
らは
rock have a head?
博士とも呼ばれているなの
Would
で
you be
す。
able to tell what the head of the rock is? From the bottom? Allow me to introduce myself. I am Schrodinger, who's worked with many people you
です
know.
が、円錐金貨という言葉もありますし、
I can do it.
まずはここであったことを説明してほしいなのです。
But while the grass grows, the steed starves. Why don't you tell me what's happening on your side? Hi, Schrodinger. It's been a while.
話しても通じないなら強引な手段を取る。強引な手段もダメだったら逃げる。人工知能なのに、あのプロメテウスっていうやつは今まで私が見てきた人間よりもずっと融通が利くみたい。
If she can't do it the soft way or the hard way, she runs away. She's an AI, but she's more flexible than most humans I've
だからこ
met.
そ、プロメテウスはセントソルトスノーを管理するシステムを作り出せたのかもしれないね。
Maybe this is what allowed Prometheus to design the system that runs the holy city.
もちろん死者様の肩を持つわけではないよ。ただ彼女が急に姿を消したのは何らかの膨大なシステムの一部かもしれないと思ってね。
Now, I'm not putting in a good word for the envoy. I just feel that maybe her sudden disappearance is also part of a bigger
もし
system.
本当にそうだとしたら、余計にその裏に隠されてる企みを警戒しないといけないわ。
If this is the case, we need to be more wary of the scheme behind
でも
it.
さっきの会話では役に立つ情報も手に入れられました。
But I've garnered much valid info from the conversation just
たとえ
now.
今ゼーレンがいわゆる死後の世界にいるとしても彼女は死んでいないと思うんです。
I think even if Sele is in the underworld, she isn't
もしか
dead.
したら眠ってるのかもしれませんし、私たちと同じように再会の方法を探してるのかもしれません。月にいた時みたいに。
Perhaps she succumbed to slumber or is actively trying to regroup like us, just as she did on the
まだ
moon.
彼女の存在を感じることはできません。今の話も緻密な観察によって導き出した必然の結果ではないんですけど。
Although I can't sense her, what I said isn't a certain outcome deduced from careful observation.
そうだと信じてます。今まで彼女が何度も私を信じてくれたように。
But I believe this is what it is, like she has believed me countless times before.
ええ、ゼーレの仮説を前提にして考えましょう。
Here's the braid, not blade. It's just flown off into the side. Infamous 14 stream? Keep waiting. I don't know if I'll stream 14. 14's like my comfy game. And most of the time when I'm playing it, I'm like doing crafting and gathering and stuff. And I don't know how exciting that would be for you guys. It'd be more of like a chill stream. Archronium? How dare you? Not even a hello. Nothing. Just come in and rip my hair off. Rude. So rude. I will wait until time stops. Maybe you'll get a random one eventually, Tilo. I'm not saying absolutely no, but at least you paid your taxes. I'll give you that. You paid taxes. It's okay.
Pay your Charmar Corp taxes.
Bald is better. Not true. How dare you? I love my hair. Do you guys only love me for my bald? You only love me for my baldness? How's Archronium doing today? Throne and Liberty? I don't even know what that is. I don't think I've heard him talk about it, so I'm not sure. If he's listening, he might be able to tell you. We bald like? No. Grows back quickly? I mean, it does grow back quickly. This is true. It's a perk. Oh, are you jumping into VR chat? Be careful, be safe. I've heard wild things about VR chat. Just make sure you're being safe. To touch a bald guy's head? A little awkward. Did you get permission? Didn't you like... Don't tell me you just randomly went up and slapped some guy's head. Or something, alright? Yeah. I watched a video essay on some stuff in VR chat, and I'm like, the idea of VR chat's really cool, but some of the stuff that happens in there is kind of concerning. It was for, why did you touch a man's head for work? I'm concerned. No, you did not have to. Okay, then we'll base our thinking on your
あなたたち
assumption.
3人はウサギがあらかじめ設置した転送装置に入ったのに、最終的には違う道を通り、違う世界にたどり着いた。
My dad's bald, so I've touched his head plenty of times growing up. He shaves his head though. Like he chooses to be bald. I don't think I've ever seen my dad with hair, except for like in older pictures. You three entered the portal that Hare set up, but ended up taking different paths and entering different worlds.
そう考えると、その死後の世界
So
も
smooth.
もともとは漁師の
I mean,
海
it
に
should
漂
be,
う
right?
もう一つの世界の泡なんでしょ。そして何らかの未知の変化があって、
What the? Kilo,
私たちが今いる世
I
界
don't
の
think
泡
that's
と
a
の
good
間にも
comparison
つれが
here.
発生した。
Let's not compare those two things. That's a little, that might be a little sus. So it seems that the world of the dead is another bubble universe floating in the sea of Quanta. Due to unknown changes, it's entangled with the bubble universe we're
そのせい
in.
で本来セントソルトスノーに来るはずの人が何かの理由によって2つの世界の泡が入り混じってるところで迷い、死後の世界にたどり着
Like
い
a
てし
bowling
まった。
ball? There you go. That's better. That's better. I'll take that one. A polished bowling ball? Yeah. There you go. This calls the person who's supposed to enter the holy city to become lost between the two bubble universes and into the world after death by mistake.
キラ先輩は何か気になってるのかな。
Has she noticed something?
とにかく今の私たちは死後の世界の出入り口を探すべきよね。もしくは
Anyway,
何らかの媒介を頼りにしてあ
It
ちら
seems
側
that our
にいるゼーレ
priority
と
is
連
to
絡を取らなく
locate
ちゃ。
the entrance and exit of the underworld and establish a connection with Sele on the other side through a
で
medium.
もそうだとしたら原点に戻ってませんか。
But doesn't that take things back to
プロ
square
メテウ
one?
スさんはこのセントソルトスノーを管理しています。もし私たちがたどり着く
Why
前
though?
に
Why did you have
そう
to
いうも
touch
つ
its
れが
head?
本当に発生してたなら
Like, was it absolutely
彼女は
necessary? I'm
それを知っ
confused
てる
on
は
that
ずです。
part. Stretch break? Ooh, that's probably a good call. I do need a stretch break. Because my work is similar to PT. What do you mean by PT? Oh, and drown me. Okay. Try to crack my back. And give Nero a pet. Oh, physical therapy. Okay, I see. Hi, Nero. I'll give you pets too. Prometheus is in charge of the Holy City. If similar entanglement has occurred before our arrival, he must know it better than anyone else.
別に一人に集中する必要
I'll
な
take
んて
that as
ない
an
と思う
acceptable
よ。
answer, Tilo. So you get a pass this time. I don't think we have to focus on one
あの世界
person.
の存在を信じてる人はここにはいくらでもいる。考え方を変えて住人たちから情報を集めるっていうのはどうだい？
Here, people that believe in the existence of that world are everywhere. Maybe we can think differently and garner info from the
それはそう
locals.
だけど一人ずつ聞くなんてあまりにも時間がかかるわ。ビタ、知り合いにいろんな情報を知ってる人はいない？
You have a point, but it's a waste of time to ask household to household, or household by household. Vita, do you know any
先に言っ
sources?
ておくけど、あなた自身以外の人のことよ。
You're self-excluded, just so you know.
さすがに自分のことは言わないってば。
I know.
実は 高等の賢者の使者は一人だけじゃないんだ。
So the thing is, the Tower Sage has more than one
例え
envoy.
ば一人の忍者がいる。使者でありながらも彼女は他の人とは違い、ほとんど外に出ないんだ。
Such as
セ
a
ントソルト
hermit.
スノーの未来を説明する詩
Unlike the
集を書
other
くために
envoys,
ね。
she stays inside to write a collection of poems that can foretell the future of the holy
未来
city.
を説明する？
Foretell the
じゃあ
future?
彼女が予見する未来には世界のもつれも含まれてたりするの？
Does the future she foresees include worlds entangling?
それはわからない。でも百聞は一見にしかずだ。僕についてきて。
That I don't know, but seeing is believing. Everyone follow
と
me.
ころで
Yes,
その
ma'am.
忍者っていう人はどうして中心部に住んでるんですか？
分かってないわね。隊員は位置に隠るって言うでしょ。こういう賑やかな場所にいることでより精神を磨けるのよ。
その通り。みんなのパフォーマンスと同じ理屈だよ。
ええ、
パフォーマンスを見せる機会なんてもう二度とありませんように。
Sally, you did amazing. I would love to see another performance.
ごめんください。
Excuse me, is anyone here?
まだ布教の時間じゃないわ。おかえりよ。
Excuse me? It's not time for sermon yet. Please
死後
return.
の世界についていくつか質問したいだけなんだ。そう時間はかからないよ。
We just want to ask a few questions about the underworld. It won't take up too much of your
布教
time.
の時にした話だけじゃ足りなかったの？
Do you mean to say that we envoys don't tell you enough in our sermons?
それとも布教に興味なんてなくて私を頼るしかなかったか
You have
ら
no interest
こ
in
こ
the
に来たの
sermons,
かしら？
but have no choice but to seek my help?
そういうわけじゃないよ。
Of course
こ
not.
の人トゲのある話し方しかしないわね。
Why is she so sarcastic? I'm surprised she doesn't. Well, I mean, she may not recognize the
リ
voice.
タ、私が話すから少しどいて。
Vita, move aside. Let me deal with her. All right. You got this, Kira. I believe in you. Although the hermit couldn't see through the closed wooden doors, Shigura Kira still put on the sweet smile of an idol and lubricated her vocal cords with
いいえ、
respect.
それは違うわ。
Oh, you're wrong about it.
死者の話を聞いて死後の世界に強い興味を持ったからこそ訪ねてきたのよ。
It's precisely because we've heard of the envoy's sermon and taken a keen interest in the world after death that we've come to visit you.
私が誤解してたよね。
Oh, then I've
ええ
mistaken.
それにドア越しに話すなんて不便でしょ。
Yeah, and you see, talking through a door isn't very
声がよ
convenient.
く聞こえないのはまだいいとして万が一高等の賢者の真意を間違えたらそれこそ残念すぎると思わない？
It's fine if we can't hear you clearly, but not so much if we misinterpret the Tower Sage's will. We wouldn't like to come for be
大
disrespectful.
丈夫よ。ちゃんと誠意を持ってさえいれば千の塩の山があったとしても私たちの信念の邪魔にはならない。
Find it interesting that there's a lock on the outside of the door. It's fine if your hearts are sincere. Even 1,000 salt mounds cannot separate our faith.
ドア越しで会話をしたいところはキラ先輩とそっくりですね。
She likes talking through a door as much as
あ
you
の時
do.
は仕方なかったのよ。この人はわざとでしょ。
I had no choice. She's doing it on
じゃあ
purpose.
このままドアの外にいるわね。
Then we'll stand outside the
それで
door.
死後の世界に関することを教えてくれるんでしょ。
So, are you willing to share more of the underworld with
も
us?
ちろんよ。我が
Of course, my friends.
友。でもその前に少しあなたたちの心を覗かせてね。
But before that, allow me to see your hearts.
心？
heart.
私の推測が正しければ、一人目のお客さんを除いて、あなたを含めた三人はみんな、
If
こ
I'm
こ
not
の人間
mistaken,
ではない
apart
の
from the first visitor, the three of you are not natives.
どうして？
How did you...
それは言えないわ。どう？まずはあなたから、その心を私に見せてくれる？
That I cannot tell. I ask to read your hearts in turn, starting with you. What will it
今
be?
更断るのも良くないわよね。
I don't think we're in a position to say
ええ。
no. Okay. After Shigeru Kira answered, the hermit fell into a long silence. Ow, Tilo, rude. But perhaps the reading of the heart had already begun while she waited jitterily.
10分も経ってるのに、
10
どうして
minutes had
黙ったまま
passed.
なの？
Why isn't she
それに、
talking?
ドア越しなのにどうして？
And we're a door apart. Why do I feel like I'm being watched?
遺憾は憧れによって生まれた。嫌悪は形が似てるから生じた。
Regret is born from admiration. Loathing is born from
矛
resemblance.
盾はあなたの心の中でさまよっている。まるで水の中で浮いたり沈んだりする潮のように。
Contradiction lingers in your mind as salt floating in
かつてのあ
water.
なたは理性に束縛されず、天理や人情に反することをした。
I can see you have done a deed not bound by heavenly or earthly
そし
reason.
てあなたはそれによるマイナス面を受け止めようとせず、その原因を他人のせいだと勝手に思っている。
You refuse to acknowledge its negativity and lay the blame for it on others.
長い時間はあなたの不安を薄めず、むしろ嫌悪をより強めた。
The passage of time has not weakened your perturbation, but deepened your loathing. That's another one that I think I understand what she's trying to say, but I'm gonna double check. Yeah, anxiety, unease, mental unease.
今度会ったら絶対に仕返しをする。
The next time we meet, I will have them suffer what I have
相手
endured.
のことをよく知らないのに、あなたはその思いから今まで行動してきたのよね。
Despite not knowing them well, you still bear this thought in mind to this day.
キラ先輩、忍者様の話、事実じゃないですよね。
Kira, what the hermit said isn't real,
一
right?
部は結構当たってるけど、それ以外
Part
は
of it is. The
当たってる
rest,
かどうかは重要ではないの。一番重要なのは、私たちの信念がこの過程の中でつながったことよ。
true or false matters not. What matters is our fates have connected in the
ええ、
process.
そうね。
I
心
understand.
が穏やかになって初めて水が澄み渡るの。
Only a calm mind can calm the
言える
waters.
ことはそれだけよ。
That is all.
アドバイス、どうもありがとう。ちゃんと検討するわ。
Thank you for the advice. I'll think it over.
二人目のお客さん。
The second
準備はで
visitor,
きた？
you may come forward. So
忍
fast?
者様、私、何をすればいいんでしょうか？
Great hermit, what do I need to
さ
do?
っきの彼女と同じように、ドアの前
Please
に
stand
立ち
before the
なさい。
door like the last visitor. Will do.
緊張します。
Let's go, Susanna. You got this.
へえ、一人目のお客さんと違って、あなたの心はまっすぐで、
Unlike the
少しも
last
曲がってない
visitor,
わね。
your mind is
そのお
straightforward.
かげで、挫折しても慌てずに素早く立ち直って、 ポジティブな気持ちで未来に立ち向かうことができるの。
And this allows you to rebound from setbacks quickly and face the future positively.
生活に関しても仕事に関してもあなたは勤勉な心を常に持ってる。そして
You treat your life and work with great diligence and seriousness, which has earned you many praises.
今はまだ苦手なことを克服できてないけど、努力すれば叶うはずだとあなたはそう信じてる。
Although you cannot overcome challenges readily, you firmly believe you can do anything so long as you put your mind to it. Welcome back, Mori.
親以上に私のことを知ってる気がします。
It's super accurate. Mom and Dad don't know me like you do.
彼らは
Susanna, you're
分
so
かっていないの
cute.
ではなく、口に出さないだけかもしれないわよ。
They know you, but are perhaps too shy to express it.
少し先の未来であなたは今までの願いを叶え、彼らにとって自慢の娘になれるでしょう。
Oh, you're playing World? Are you prepping for Wilds? Gotta scratch that itch before it comes out. In the near future, you will realize your wish and become the daughter they are proud of.
ありがとうございます、忍者様。私、頑張ります。
Thank you, Great Hermit. I'll work for it.
次は私の番。
I can't wait for Wilds to come out. Poison bombs.
最後は
I hope you guys will be okay with probably a lot of Wild streams once it comes out, because my life will be consumed by it. That's what happened when Worlds came out. Oh, the last and the most peculiar
今まで
visitor.
そばで聞いていたあなたには話したいことがいろいろあるみたいだけど。
After listening for so long, you seem to have much to
は
say.
い。でも
I know I can't
彼女た
wait.
ちの心が読めるなら、私に対しても同じことができるんですよね。
Yeah, since you can read their mind, surely you can read mine as
も
well.
ちろん
We'll all be playing together. I'll be playing on stream, you'll be playing while watching. It'll be a good time. Of course.
あなたからは
Oh, do you play everything, Mori?
現状に
I really like
対する
Charge Blade.
私に対する疑問。
Although I
そして
consider
眩
trying
しい
something new
土
for
俵が
Wilds.
見え
We'll
る
see.
わ。
On you, I see a fear of the future, a frustration with the present, a doubt of me, and a burning
あなた
desire.
は向こう岸に落ちた宝物を取り戻したくて焦ってる。
Is Sword and Shield really that broken? I think I tried it out, but I was like, I like Charge Blade better. Are you anxious to find your treasure lost on another
だから
shore?
何があっても、あなたはその人の居場所を知ってる可能性が一番高い私に好感を抱かせて。
This is why you want to win my favor. Who is most likely to know its whereabouts? So I may tell you all there is to the underworld.
確かにあなたは強い執念を持つ人だけど。
You're a bow user? You know what? Cross played the bow for a while and it looked sick. And I think they added some more stuff to the bow for Wilds and it's looking really good. Dual blades are always cool. The bow looks busted. Yeah, I think if I remember correctly, they added something new to it and it looked really, really good. I'm not that good at just like free shooting. That's not for me. That's for the true gamers. Oh yeah, the homing arrows, that's what it was. You're most persistent, but not pure. Not pure enough to know everything at least. Or Kirito from SAO. What if it's a little bit of both? What if they like both?
だから
So,
次は私たちに高等の賢者に会うべきだってアドバイスをするつもりなの。
So, the next step is to advise us to see the Tower Sage.
確かにそうね。
You speak my mind.
なるほど。
Oh,
ノ
I
ストラダム
see.
スは思ったよりも心が狭いよね。一人目のお客さんと違うって言ったり、私が誰かさんにしたことを誇張してたから疑問に感じてたけど。
I was wondering why our Nostradamus was so small-minded to the point that she could only pick on a single person, extravagating what I've done to someone and throwing shade at me any chance she got.
あなただったら全部辻褄が合うわ。ミステル。
Man, if I had the time to, I want to fit everything in that I want to get done before it comes out so that I have all the free time before then. Plus, Metamorphosis comes out in like 2 weeks, and I really want to play that. It's been a while, so Miss Kira, have you gotten better with words? I guess that's worth celebrating. Oh my god, stop. She's throwing so much shade.
ミステルさんこそ半年くらいしか経ってないのにますます嫌われる才能が上達してるよね。
What do you mean? You said I didn't have to. I'm still gonna play Persona 5. I want to play Metamorphosis, and then I want to do Ace Attorney, and then I'll do Persona 5. That's my current plan right now, is to try to do that. I did mauled at that boss, and then Cross was like, LOL, I got it. Okay. Sending you all the luck if you're polling, Nerd-On. I don't know if you're polling. Listen, I would not mess with Hair. I would not be throwing shade at her. On hardest diff, I don't think I can do that. I will put it on a harder difficulty than I normally would, but I don't think I can do the hardest difficulty. The same goes for you, Miss Mistel. It's only been half a year, but your ability to annoy people has improved by leaps and bounds. Kira, chill. Second hardest? We'll see. That, I may have to call in Cross for help, though. Mistel, you aren't the real hermit, are you? Oh, her. She'll wake up in a moment. Don't
あな
worry.
たたちこそ本当に死後の世界のことを知りたいなら高等の賢者と会った方が楽だと思うわよ。
As for all of you, if you really wish to know more about the underworld, it'll be easier for you to meet the sage yourself. He's just gonna point us in the same direction that Prometheus did. So you disguised yourself as a hermit just to give us this suggestion?
私のこと
There's
を
a new
信じて
Bleach game? I
会い
don't
に
think
行くっ
so.
て
He's
決意
really
して
looking
くれる
forward
なら
to the
それはそれで
Dragon
嬉しい
Ball
んだけ
Z
ど
fighter
ね。
game that's coming out soon. It'll be best if you trust me and go there on your
結
own.
局のところ私はただ
Oh, I didn't know
ロール
that.
プレイがしたかっただけなの。
You just wanted to cosplay? You do that, girl. Who am I to stop you? You live your best life. Ultimately, I just wanted to cosplay.
ただのロールプレイだったんですか？ さっきの
This is a
話はほぼ
cosplay?
全部当たってたのに。
But you were almost completely
言い
right.
当てられるのは私たちのことを知ってるからよ。
She was right because she understands
だから
us.
わざとビタさんの話をしなかったんですね。でも
Wait, what's
私
Sparking
のことは
Zero?
知らないはずでは？
Wait, what's that? I don't know what that is. Or maybe I do, and I just don't recognize the name. That's why she didn't mention Vita at all, but she probably doesn't know me
一定
either.
のコツがあれば
Okay.
誰だって
I was like,
初
that
対
sounds
面の相手
familiar.
の
I
性
just
格
know
や
it as
経
the
歴
Dragon
を
Ball
推
Z
測で
game.
きるの。
I'm bad. Anyone with the right skills could guess the personality and experiences of someone they just
そ
met.
れに私はあなたが最初に放った言葉を
Yeah,
参考
Cross
に
is
し
really
て
excited to play it. It's
誰に
looking
でも当
good
ては
from
まるよ
all
う
the
な
videos
曖
I've
昧な
seen so
説明を
far.
しただけよ。
I simply made use of what you said at the beginning and gave you a vague description that could fit
勤勉
anyone.
な心を持ってない人なんていないでしょ。
Everyone has a bit of diligence in
こういう
them.
世界で流行ってる星座や占いのほとんどは 簡単な話術でミステリアスな雰囲気を作ってるだけなの。でもそういったものを道を照らす明かりにしたり、未来を決める時の参考にする人は。
In the real world, the ever popular astrology and tarot readings also use such simple dictions to create an air of mystery, but people who regard those words as truth and even their future.
結構いるわね。
I mean, I think that's fine.
でもスーサナに言った最後の言葉は嘘じゃないのよ。
I truly meant the last thing I said to Susanna.
もちろん高等の賢者のところに一緒に行こうって誘いたいのも嘘じゃないわ。
Of course, I also truly wish to introduce you to the
私た
sage.
ちが断ったら
What if we say
あ
no?
ら、その時は仕方なく強引な手段を取るしかないわね。
Part of me wants to say, yes, more forceful measures, ma'am, please. And the other part of me is like, no, I don't wish to be obliterated. No, thank you. Might be too forceful for even me. Haru versus Quas event? I don't know. We should do something like that again. I'll have to figure out a game that we could do that easily, where it's a fair fight. I really wanted to do the Jump King one of us trying to fight to get to the top, but I'm so bad at jump games that Cross just beats. I mean, he didn't make it to the top, but he was getting way, way further than I was. I'm so bad at jumping games. Oh my, then I'll take more forceful measures. We'll just play
このイデアの種たちはどこから出てきたんですか？
Battleship again
ここは
and
私た
troll
ちに
each
任
other.
せ
Is
て
there something like
少し離れ
Battleship
てて
that we
くだ
could
さい。
play that's similar? Could battle between 2 to 3 games.
おきながら何度も私たちを
But
バ
see,
カ
the
にしてる
problem
じゃない。
is that it had to be an even amount of games, and like we'd each have to pick
これってまさか本に書いてあった拷問の
a
会ってや
couple of
つで
games
すか？
so that it's fair.
まずは目の前の敵に集中しよう。
I don't think streaming versus cards, or I don't think streaming Cards Against Humanity is a good
いい
idea.
ですか？リズムに合わせましょう。
Games to a wheel. Oh goodness. Have chat, give games. Well, no, because then it'd have to be games that I own. Where's the tic-tac-toe and Connect 4? We can do that. That's easy, right?
素晴らしい戦いだったわ。
What an incredible
大げさな
battle.
振る舞いはやめなさい。
Save your
あなたと
arrogance.
プロメテウス、
See, that's
そ
the
してずっ
problem.
と塔に
Is
隠れ
either
て
one
出
of
てこ
us
よう
has
とし
played
な
the
い強
game
盗の賢
more
者
than the
は
other.
一体何を企んでるの？
But I don't think there's a lot of games that we've played like equally that you could do like a battle against each other. Because like if I picked a rhythm game, I'm going to win. If he picks a fighter game or a shooter game, he's gonna win. Sudoku? Sudoku battle? I think I'd win just because Cross would get very annoyed at it. Not that he couldn't do it, it just would be, he would get very annoyed. You, Prometheus, and that sage that refuses to show herself in this tower. What are you three up to?
誰も
Tetris?
教え
We
なか
could
ったの？
technically do Tetris. I don't know. I'm assuming he's played Tetris. I don't know how much, though. Did nobody tell you about
そう
it?
ね。今この時にどうしても説明が
Tic-tac-toe.
必
Yeah,
要
we could do
なら
that. That's easy, right? Let's see. If I must give an explanation
世界
now.
を救う
Okay, neither of us
って
play
いう理
Magic
由
the
はどう
Gathering.
かしら？
We did play Hearthstone for a while. We were both kind of into that. He was more into it than I was, but I did play him a few times and beat him. Saving this universe. How's that? I'd have to teach them how. Yeah, you would have to teach us. The thing is like, I'm too scared to get into something like that and then end up spending all my money on it.
僕たちの世界は
Listen, I play
平和
gotchas.
なの
Isn't
に
that enough? It steals my money. But our universe is doing just fine.
ビタ
I don't play
私たちが
League.
本当に
Tilo,
救
he
いたいの
does.
はもう一つの世界よ
Miss
あなたた
Vita,
ちが深く
it's the
信じ
other world that we truly want to
幸福を
save.
祈って
The
る
underworld that you believe in
死
and
後の
pray for. If wanted, I don't know. I don't know.
私
I
が
don't
気ま
know
ぐれ
much
で
about
忍者を
magic,
装ったよう
honestly.
にプロメテウスや高等
I
の
was
賢
telling
者は
Cross
何
I
らか
was
の役に
getting
扮して
super
る
into
ロールプレイ
watching
愛好者だと思ってい
Warhammer
いわ
lore videos, and I somehow ended up on like the actual game and watching people play it, and I'm like, this is cool, but the amount of commitment and money you have to put into playing it is wild. I don't think I have that. I'll just enjoy the lore. I don't think I will. I don't think I will. I don't think I have the patience or the money to put into it. Nor the space. In houses, you both draft players to fight the others, and whoever wait, so like Chama has a team and I have a team, but neither of us are playing type thing? Just as I had cosplayed a hermit on a whim, you can view Prometheus and the Sage as people cosplaying as someone
それ
else.
に私が見る
Yeah,
限
he
り
showed me a few of them. They
高等
look
の
really
賢者の
good.
よう
One of the
な
streamers I
き
watch
ちんと役割を
has
果
gotten
たして
into
毎
painting
日どう
figures,
他
and I
人を
really like
救うべ
watching
きか
him
って
do it.
考えてる人が
It's so cool,
あ
but
なたたちの
whenever
敵に
he
回る
pulls
と
up
は
like
思え
the
ないわ
minis and the prices of them, I'm like, nah, I'm out. I can't spend $100 on like one mini. Can't do that. As coaches, if you want. Tilo, if I pick you, you're gonna carry me, right? You're gonna bring me the victory, right? I've been there and done that, man. I just don't know, man. It looks really cool though. I enjoyed watching the games I did watch. In my opinion, how can the sage who is responsible and always thinking about how to save others be your enemy? Tila will throw. That's okay. I'll still pick him. Just to make him suffer. You saving the universe?
今までしてきたことを思い返してみなさいよ。あなたたちが何を計画していようと、今の話が嘘じゃなくても何の説得力もないじゃない。
No matter what you're planning, even if you're being honest, at least nothing you've done so far is
むしろ
convincing.
余計に嫌悪を招くだけよ。
Alright, I'll pick Nerd on too. In fact, it
も
irritates
ちろん
me.
私が色眼鏡で見てる
Do
だ
I
けっ
have
てい
enough
う可
people
能
who
性もあ
watch
るわ
who
よ。
play League? I
何
don't
しろ
know.
私は塩漬けにされた塩系アイドルだから。
Of
色眼鏡
course,
くらい
it
かけて
might
お
be
かない
because
と
I'm looking at
雪
you
目
through
になるか
colored
もしれないし。
glasses. I'm just a salty idol after all. I'll be blinded by the snow if I don't put on some
どう
shades.
しましょう。
Oh my goodness.
全然輪に入れません。
Kira, chill. Chill, calm down, please. Deep breaths. Ooh, deep breaths. What should I do? I can't chime
大丈
in.
夫。キラ先輩は節度をわきまえてるはずだから。
We just played the video games, not the tabletop. Yeah, I saw the... See, I started getting recommendations on my YouTube for lore once the game was about to drop. And so I started watching a bunch of lore videos. I haven't, like, watched any of the games, but, like, the lore for Warhammer 40K's world is, like, insane. It's so cool. But I just don't think I have the finances to get into the game. I'll just look from afar and be like, yo, that's cool. It's okay. I believe Kira knows what she's doing. Probably.
ゼーレさんだって確信してませんよね。
So you're certain too.
剣をね
They're so cool. I love the battle nuns. They're so cool. They're so badass. Irritate. I see.
それならセント・ソルト・スノーの本当の辺境に行ってみるといいわ
In that case, all of you can go to the real borders of the holy
あな
city.
たたちが
The
改めて
real
あのことに気
borders?
づいたとき、あらゆる秘密の答えが明らかになるでしょう。
When you notice that matter again, all the secrets will be answered. You play Chaos Demons? Nice, nice. Yeah, one of the first actual like tabletop games that I watched, someone had the Adeptus Sororitas. They were playing them and it was so cool. I was like, those minis look so good. Well, I was watching someone's lore video and they were like, it is a testament that they are somewhat unaffected by the warp, but there have been some sisters who have fallen to the warp, but like their faction will try to cover it up by like putting someone else in their shoes and like covering up that that person has gone missing or has been corrupted by the warp. Just like, that's so sick. But like even then I think the person was like, there's only like maybe 3 that they know of that have been like put into the lore that have been corrupted, which is an amazing number considering we don't talk about that. Okay, I see. I didn't say anything. Despite proficient at playing a hermit, Miss Del Sheriak is no prophet in the true sense of the word. She was unaware that the other world in dire need of saving was about to witness a crucial event. Oh, no, what's happening?
どう？そこの石博士は理解できたかな？
So, does Professor Rock understand now?
その生き生きとした説
This is so
明のおかげで、ここの状
Schrodinger, I just
況
want to
は
see
大
your
まかに
beautiful
把握
face.
したなのです。
You never show up as yourself. Yes, thanks to your expressive descriptions, I've gotten a grip on the
結果的
situation.
に私が少し前に経験したことはあなたたちと大して変わらず、
In
助
terms
けを
of
求めた
results,
仲間と同じ場所に
what
行
I
くはずが
experienced not long
鬼
ago
火ばか
isn't
りの
different
死
from
後の世界
yours.
に着いたなのです。
It was supposed to arrive at the same place as my rescuee, but found myself in the underworld that's full of will-o-wisps.
知らないとは思いますが、念のために一応聞いておくなのです。
You probably don't know her, but my scientific attitude compels me to
し
ask.
ぐれキラさんを知っているなのですか？
Oh, yeah? What did you send me? Did you send it to me, Cross? I don't know about Kira, or I don't know about Kira. The two that didn't see eye to eye both shook their
それで、
heads.
その人があなたの仲間なのね。
Oh my god, that's sick. That looks so big though. That had to cost an arm and a leg, but it looks so good. He's your
は
rescuee?
い。彼女が初めてこの世界の泡に来た時にアクシデントが起きたなのです。そして、
Yes, my
彼
partner
女
to
の
be
座標を
exact.
たどり、私が支援に来たら、
She had an accident on her first entry into a bubble universe. I picked up her distress signal and rushed to her rescue, but got stranded
ああ、
here.
そう。今回もウサギの仕業とかじゃなければ問題ないわ。
Fine, just don't tell me Hair did
今
this.
回のことは成婚とは関係なく、むしろ
Honestly, that's cheaper than I
常識を
thought.
凌駕する
That's cheaper than
何
what I
らか
thought
の
it
規
would
則
be,
の
so
せ
that's
いな
not
のか
that
もしれない
bad.
なのです。
I conjecture this has nothing to do with the stigma, and is caused by a rule above common knowledge
何しろ
instead.
私には実体がなく、本質から考えると思考できるエネルギーのようなものなのです。ですから座標さえ分かれば別の物質に憑依し、人間とつながることができるなのです。
I'm not corporeal, So I'm essentially a mass of thinking energy. By that property, I can easily attach to any matter and establish connection with humans as long as the coordinates are
し
specified.
かし今回
I see. That
私
makes
は
more
物
sense
質
than
1に向か
for
う途
how
中で
why she shows
解
up the way
析
she
不
does
能な
most
規
of the
則に
time.
捕獲され強制的に物質にこの月の岩に投げられたなのです。
But this time, while I was traveling toward one matter as a mass of energy, I was captured by an unresolved rule and forcibly thrown at another matter. Another matter, which is this moon
幸い
rock.
この世界に来てから規則による制限は弱まったなのです。そのおかげで
That sucks. But I
再び
mean,
しぐれキラさん
it
の
could
大
be
体の
worse.
座標を確
Could be
認
way
できたな
worse.
のです。
Luckily, the rules grasp on me weakened after entering this world, and I was able to confirm Kira's approximate coordinates again.
そ
Okay.
して意外にも量子の海で彼女は私とほぼ同じ位置にいるなのです。ただそれぞれ性質が異なる2つの世界の泡にいるなのですが、
What surprised me is that we're almost at the same point in the Sea of Quanta, only in two bubble universes of entirely different natures. So it's almost like they're overlapped. And so that's the reason, like, she had specified coordinates but still ended up in the underworld instead of the holy city. It's much cheaper. I can play whenever I want. That is true. That is true. It's probably easier to play Magic the Gathering. Although I would think that the local card game shop, do they do Warhammer games there? So maybe you can at least play there. I don't know if they do or not. What surprised me is that we're almost at the same... Oh, wait, I already
つ
read
ま
that.
り2人のゼーレさんの状況と同じだと思うなのです。
This is also the case with the two Celes, I
極端に言う
assume.
と何らかの勢力の干渉によって2つの世
I
界の
see, I
泡に
see.
一
Magic
定
the
の重
Gathering
なり
has
が
an
出現したな
online
のです。
game now, don't they? So you can play online as well. I don't know if your physical cards transfer over though. To be extreme, it would be the interference of some faction that led to the overlapping of the two bubble universes.
そう考えると世界の規則を作るなんて本当にあのわけのわからない女にそんな力があるの？
Come to think of it, is that weird woman really capable of setting the rules of a world?
博士の話に問題がなければ確かにそれは一つの疑問になるわね。
If the professor's right, this is a suspicious
上
point.
空市にひびが急に現れた時からウサギは何かを仕掛けてきてるけど、彼女が世界の規則を作れるほど強くなったって言われても少なくとも私は信じないわ。
Hera has been playing the same tricks on us since rifts appeared in Nagazoro for some reason, but to say she's strong enough to set the rules of a world is a
でも
stretch.
今は解決できない疑問について考えるよりゼーレの行方を確認したいの。
But compared to a mystery, we should locate Sele first. Got any ideas,
ちょうど
Professor?
よかったなのです。あなたたちに頼み事があるなのです。
Good, because I want to ask you for a
私が
favor.
憑依したこの月の岩を持って2つの世界の泡が重なるエリアを探してほしいなのです。そうすれば、
Okay.
私は何らかの
So
形
we're heading
で
to the border
しぐ
as
れキラ
well.
さんのいる世界の泡に入り、
I want you to take this moon rock that I possess to the overlap
探せるかも
between
し
the
れない
two
な
bubble
のです。
universes. Maybe I can pass through it the same way and enter the bubble universe where Kira is and help you locate
とても
Sele.
合理的ね。それに博士はゼーレが信頼してる相手だし。
Sounds reasonable. Besides, you're trusted by Sele.
目的は一致してるし手伝わない理由はないね。
We have the same goal, so you
で
gotta
もわ
help.
からないことがあるんだ。どうして世界の泡の外の方が人を勝手に飛ばすという規則の効果が強いの？世界の泡の中にいる人たちは
understand.
一生重なるエリアを見つけられないとでも思ってる？
Why is this rule that flings people around more powerful outside the world bubble? Is it because it feels the people inside it can't find this overlap in their
わから
lifetime?
ないなのです。でも、そういう規則自体が世界の泡の境界なのかもしれないなのです。そういう状況なら、
Oh, I see, I
境界以
see.
外のエリアはそもそも規則の有効範囲に属しないなのです。
I don't know if I'll get into it. I did really enjoy Hearthstone, but I've never been like super into like card games. Like I never really got into any like major card games outside of like that. So I don't know. I know quite a few people who play it though. I don't know. What if the rule is the boundary of the bubble universe? In that case, the area beyond the boundary isn't covered by the
城
rule.
を守る堀が城を水
But
没
with
させることは
colors.
ないのと同じなのです。
Like a moat won't draw the city it
それ
protects.
はそうだけど、この世界の人はまだ私たちが
I
推
think if I
測
were
して
going
い
to
る
try it, I'd
重な
rather
るエリアを
try
発見し
the
ていない
online
ようで、
version before I commit to like any physical
それに
cards.
気づいた人はいないってところかしら。
Ooh, woo, server's up. Good luck, everyone. Good luck with your polls. Sending you all good luck energy. That said, I don't think anyone in this world has found this hypothesized overlap. Or at least they haven't
はい。
realized.
蜃気楼のような認識の中にはない虚栄という可能性、もしくは完全に死後の世界と融合している実像とい
Oh,
う可
okay,
能性
okay.
もあるなのです。
Yeah, I may look into it. Check it out. It'll probably be a really nice chill game to play if I don't know what to do, like on a specific day. If I'm like, oh, I don't want to play anything too intense. But that's how I kind of treated Hearthstone as. Yeah, it could either be an illusion that doesn't conform to knowledge, or a real image that's integrated into the
それが
underworld.
東西南北上中下のどの方向にあるかということ自体、確認しなければならない課題なのです。
As for which direction it is in from us, that's a problem we need to solve.
東西南北上中
Middle up? Senti, I don't think we're going up.
上
East, west, south, north, down, middle, up? As if having noticed something, her share of sentience suddenly stopped mumbling and jerked her head up. Up? Wait, actually up? She shot her gaze at the unsettling moon hanging in the dark night, which was silently casting a soft glow. Oh my god, it's
やっ
actually the
ぱり
moon!
そんなことだろうと思ったよ。
This is the bubble universe. Oh my god. So this is it. What is
なんでも
it?
ない。ただ超絶聡明な式の律者様が一瞬でこの世界の本質を
That
理
would
解しただ
honestly
けだよ。
make sense. Nothing. Just the wise Hersher of sentience having an epiphany. That would make sense of why the coordinates overlap. God damn it, Senti, you're a genius.
ほら、空にある月は虚であり実でもある。しかも普通の人たちは行けないし、私たちが探そうとしてる重なるエリアの特徴とも一致してると思わない？
A Nikkei announcement for the next pickup unit. They have announced Phantom, our beautiful girl. I can't wait. Look at the moon in the sky. It's half real and out of ordinary people's reach, matching the qualities of the overlap we're
あなたが
looking
ずっと
for.
会いたがってるゼーレも十中八九月の上にいるよ。というより、亡霊たちが言ってた生前の世界にいるんだと思う。
And the Sala you miss is probably on the moon, or the world before death, as the souls call it.
月？私たちはキアナを探しに行くんじゃないのよ。
They might overlap a lot. I'm kind of wondering if they'll kind of like overlap, where it's like, I don't know, like a week with just one, and then you get the next one. I'm hoping it's that so we can get to the second anniversary faster. Moon? We aren't looking for Kiana.
別にキアナだけが月にいられるってわけじゃないでしょ。
Who said only Kiana can stay
世
on the
界の
moon?
泡の太陽や月、星は固有世界での概念とは違う。見た目だけの飾り物だと言っても過言じゃないわ。ゼーレがそんなものの上にいるわけないでしょ。
You should know that the celestial bodies in the bubble universe isn't the same as those in the real world. One could even say they're purely ornamental. How's Sully supposed to stay on that kind of
まあ
thing?
焦らないで。もちろん私なりの考えがあってそう話したんだよ。
Don't jump to conclusions. I
ま
have
ず
my
こう考えて
reasonings.
みたことはある？どうしてここにいる人たちは鬼火になったんだと思う？
First of all, have you ever wondered why the people here turned into Will-O-Wisp?
死んだからでしょ。
Because they're
じゃあ
dead.
彼らはどうして死んだのかな？
How did they
彼ら
die?
自身も思い出せないのに私が知ってると思うの？
You're asking me when they can't remember it
あの
themselves.
月を見てみて。何に似てると思う？世界の泡の太陽や月、星がただの飾り物だっていうのなら、空にある穴って可能性も
What's
あ
it
り得る
like
よ
to
ね。
you? Since Sally said it's an ornament, then it being a hole in the sky isn't impossible, right?
こう考えてみて。あの鬼火たちはもしかしたら月の上の住人たちで、うっかりそこから落ちてしまって今の姿になったのかもしれないよ。
Telling me they just kind of fall into this place? That is kind of concerning, and what if that hole just keeps getting bigger and bigger? That means eventually everything will just fall in here. But then there wouldn't, well, there would still be light from it, I would assume. Think of it this way. The Will-O-Wisp are originally the people living on the moon, but one day they stumble off it and splatted into what they are
それ
today.
に私たちはそもそも落っこちるなんて経験をしていない。どちらかというとただの来客でしょ。だから月の光を十分に浴びれば人の体を維持して自由に行動できるんだ。
As for us, we never fell from the sky, and are visitors at best. As long as we bathe in enough moonlight, we can maintain our human form and move freely.
待って、
Huh? Wait,
そういえば
now that she
四季
mentions
の律
it,
者、私たちはあることを見過ごしているのかもしれないわ。
for sure of sentience, I think we both overlooked something. The girl raised the moon rock in her hand until its contour aligned in between the moon and her eyes.
月の上にいる人たちが落ちてきたなら、月自身も落ちると思わない？
If the people living on the moon can fall down, why can't the moon
これが
itself?
月のような光を放つから、月の岩って呼ばれてるんだと思ってた。でももしかしたら、これは月の一部なのかもしれないわね。
Maybe the people here call a moon rock not because it can emit the moon's glow, but because it's a part of it.
だからこそ、月の光と同じように、月の岩は魂を維持する効果を持っているのよ。
For that reason, it can preserve souls like the moon.
おかげでもう一つ思い出したよ。
You don't say. That links something else
石
together.
博士、見えないと思うけど私たちがいるこの湖畔には光る月の岩が一面に広がってるんだ。
Professor Rock, although you can't see, the lake we're at is abundant with glowing moon
こんな
rocks.
独特な景色を作るにはたくさんの人の手が必要でしょ。もしくは自然にできたとしか思えない。
Obviously, the unique sight can only be created by a lot of labor or
でも
nature.
前者は実現不可能だ。だって鬼火たちは実体を持たないし月の岩を握ることすらできないんだから。
The former is ruled out since Will-O-Wisps don't have a physical body to grab
つま
moon
り
rocks.
原因は一つだけだよ。
So there's only one
この
explanation.
湖は月の岩の源の真下にある。だから落ちてきた月の岩がこんな風になるんだ。
This lake is right under the source of moon rocks, or fallen moon rocks wouldn't have piled up like
でも
this.
それってつまり、この世界の泡にある月はただの飾りじゃないってことになるわよね。
But along these lines, the moon in this bubble universe isn't an ornament at
一体
all.
何なのかしら。
What could it be?
はい。月の岩は何だと思うなのですか？
Yeah, what do you think the moon rock could be? Her bizarre contact with the moon rock made her subconsciously categorize it into the rare and precious, just like these ghosts.
そういえばまだそれについて考えたことはなかったね。
That reminds me, we haven't given it much thought. Somehow, the ghost's descriptions of their memories occurred to
結
her.
晶、海の匂い。
Crystal, taste of
え、嘘でし
seawater.
ょ？待って石博士、まだ答えを言わないで。
It can't be. Wait, Professor, don't say the answer yet. Out of a good habit of learning by doing, her sheriff sentience decided to listen to an urge. She picked up an ordinary moon rock, played with it a little, and seconds later, crushed it with her
力を
fingers.
出してないのに。脆すぎる。
It's not even trying. It's way too
何をして
brittle.
るの？
What are you doing?
なんでもない。科学的な方法で少し調べただけだよ。
Nothing, just studying it the scientific way. Then, to Sally's surprise, she dabbed her little finger into the powder left on the palm before licking it. It's salt.
しょっぱい。
So salty.
当然なのです。光ること以外は固有世界の岩塩と
Are these
何の違い
pieces
も
of that
ない
other
なので
bubble
す。
universe? After all, glowing aside, moon rocks aren't any different from rock salt in the real world.
本当に大きい塩だったの？
What? This is really just bigger salt?
一応私もそのうちの一つに憑依していますから、その主な化学成分を理解できるなのです。
Yeah, I'm possessing one, so I can learn their chemical
です
composition.
が、破片が剥離し続けるような緩い岩塩は安定した天体とは考えにくいなのです。だか
But
ら
a
二人
slowly
も
crumbling rock
私
salt
た
is
ちの上
clearly
に
not a
奇妙
stable
な存在
celestial
がいると
body.
思うのなら、
Since you two believe something fantastic exists right above
次は
us,
砂鉄の国の辺境に向かって途中で月の変化を観察してほしいなのです。
the next thing I ask of you do is to head towards the border of milky sand and observe the moon's changes as you go.
山は距離を置いてこそ初めてその全貌が見えるってことだね。私たちが十分に遠く離れたら月もその正体を見せてくれるってことでしょ？
I get it. You can only see the whole of the mountain from afar. When we're far away enough, the moon will reveal its true form,
この世
right?
界の泡はそう大きくないので、そんなに時間はかからないと思うなのです。
Given that the bubble universe is rather small, I believe it wouldn't take much time. However, her share of sentience suddenly changed the
石博士
topic.
って少し人が悪いんじゃない？化学成分って言ったよね。それって最初から塩、つまり塩化ナトリウムだって知ってたんでしょ？
You weren't very honest, were you? You said that chemical composition. That means you knew it's salt all along. Sodium
当
chloride.
然なのです。ですが、先ほどの議論がなければ、今
Of
のように
course, but
速
if
や
it
かに
wasn't
意
for the
見が一致することも
discussions,
なかったと
I
思
don't
うな
think
の
we
です。
could have reached an agreement so
何しろ
quickly.
この石がくれる知識の他に、私は何も持ってないなのです。
I truly have nothing but the knowledge this rock has brought me.
まあいいわ。今は口喧嘩してる場合じゃないし。
Fine, now's not the time to
式の
bicker.
律じゃ。急いで行動しましょう。もしか
Her
し
share
た
of
らすぐに
sentience?
ゼーレを
Let's
見
get
つけられるか
moving.
もしれないわ。
We might find Sally soon.
うん、そうだね。
Oh, right.
ゼーレ、今、
Sally, you
私の
just...
気のせいかな。
Am I being paranoid? Are you? Alright, I need to get up and use the restroom, get some more water, because I'm almost out of water. So I'm gonna turn on Drunk Mobius, and I'll be back. I'll run an ad as well. No, what? Finish it. I will finish it. I gotta pee. You can't stop me. I'll put on Drunk Mobius. Don't you worry. Finish your water? Okay, I'll drink it all. Then go refill? Okay, there's not much left, so I can do that. Let me get Mobius up on the screen. Oh, thank you for my hat. Okay. Water is empty. Okay, I'll be right back. Let me get my BRB sticker. No. Absolutely not. I'm being framed by that fellow named Goose over there. All right, I'll be right back, guys. I'm gonna play an ad so we don't have any more ads when I get back. So BRB shouldn't take too long. Okay, I have returned. After I almost tripped and fell over Nero. To be fair, I disrupted his sleep and probably deserved it. How dare I disrupt him? So very rude of me. Alright, Mobius. Thank you. Thank you for your entertainment. Alright. And I stretched and was able to crack my back. I feel wonderful now. Feel rejuvenated. Alright. No, I would never do that. It's my fault.
どうしてそんなに速く走ってるの?
So,
あっち
show
側にいる
thighs
ゼー
and
ルを
change
心配してる
outfit?
から?
Huh? What the? You didn't pay
もう
for
そんな
that.
必要はないのに。彼女はあなたが思ってるよりずっとすごいよ。特によく口が回るところとかね。私の他に彼女に勝てる人なんて見たことがない。
In bits? That's not how that works. That's not how that works, sir. He's using special effects. He's using witchcraft. Get him. Get him. Someone contact the authorities. The true witch is in chat. What type of magic is that? I can backtalk him, and I will backtalk him. Because my one and only job in this world is to backtalk him. Goodness. Get out of my way.
やはり私を頼るんですね。
I bought my yatta. Yeah, yatta.
弱すぎ。
Well, don't be upset when you don't have a pinky toe. Who's taking my pinky toe? Kama wouldn't. Are you admitting to a crime before it's been committed, Tilo? Hello, police? It's him. This is the culprit.
どうして一人だけなの？
それどこから聞いた噂？私は風のように自由なの。子供じゃないんだから、好きなことをして行きたい場所に行くのが普通でしょ。
そうね。
That all right? Likely story, Tilo. When we are finding our way forward in the dark, we will hold on to anything we come across, as if it is the only hope. But once the light is restored, we let it go, realize it was only a tiny part of the whole, and we are inseparable from the whole. The girls had yet to realize that going against the moon had put them in a dim land that could only be reached by sacrificing will-o-wisps. And the simple action of observing the moon had led them into another labyrinth.
光ってるのは本当に月じゃないんだ。
Oh, so this glowy thing really isn't the moon. As it is difficult for the inhabitants of Milky Sand to describe the day, the visitors from the outside world cannot immediately process what they saw. Is it a crystal? A giant salt rock? A pure white tower was hanging above the black sand upside down, and the glowing moon was but a light adorning its tip. A translucent line appeared above their heads. It blurred the boundary between the heaven and earth, falling and rising. Damn it. Of course you're gonna cut me off here.
着いたんでしょうか。
Is this the place?
ここがセントソルトスノーにある辺境の村だよ。
Yeah, this is the village on the borders of Salt Snow Holy
で
City.
もここはなんだか変ですね。セントソルトスノーの一部なのに黒いものばかりです。
But this place feels weird. It's part of the Salt Snow Holy City, but black things are
多分そ
everywhere.
れがウサギが私たちをここに来させた理由なのかもしれないね。
And this is probably why Hare told us to come here. Alright, let's take a look around then.
スーサナさん、この黒い花たち、どこかで見た気がしない？
But they look like the door. Susanna, don't those black flowers look familiar to you?
本当ですね。ここに来たばかりの時に見たあの開かない扉にも同じ花があったような気がします。
They do. The same flowers were growing on the gate we couldn't open when we just
光の
arrived.
塩を使って消した方がいいでしょうか。
Do we need to remove them with light
必
salt?
要ないわ。キリがないもの。あっちを見て。
No need yet, because they'll keep growing. Look over there. Susanna looked at where Kira was pointing and finally understood why she sounded so assertive. Above the border village floated a large amount of black matter that was as fine as speck and light as a feather. Something imperceivable and chilling happened in the gloom. The moment they drifted to the ground, they changed into palm-sized black
キラ先
flowers.
輩は確かこの黒い花たちはセントソルトスノーの辺境特有の現象だって言ってましたよね。
I remember you said this phenomenon is unique to the border of salt snow. The black flowers did only appear on the
こ
gate
のままだ
then.
ともうしばらくしたら辺境だけじゃなくなるかもしれません。
But if the situation continues, it might not be longer before they spread out.
これってテレビニュースでよく見かける環境汚染に似てると思いませんか？
Don't you find it similar to the environmental pollination we often see on TV?
確かに、もし死後の世界と聖者の世界にもつれが発生したら、その規模は私たちが考えてるよりもずっと大きいのかもしれないわね。
Indeed, if the worlds of dead and living are entangled, then I fear it's at a tighter level than we
つま
suspected.
り世界の泡の間にある交差もそのせいでどんどん広がっていく。
Which is to say, it'll also cause the overlap between bubble universes to widen.
私たちの最初の仮説に本質的な間違いがなければ、世界の泡の境にある辺境の村は死後の世界と接触できる可能性が最も高い場所よ。
Yes, if our initial hypothesis isn't fundamentally wrong, as the bubble universe's border and border village is the place most likely to come into contact with the
もし
underworld.
かしたらそこは黄砂の中にあるのかもしれないわね。
They could be an overlap right now.
彼女がまた帰ってきたのかな。
She is back? Hello? Who's talking? Ghost?
今の声は誰ですか？
Who's
今は
talking?
誰も話してないと思うよ。
I don't think
まさか
anyone talked.
村の人たちだったりするのか
A
な。
villager,
この
maybe?
辺境の村は長い間放棄されているから他の人がいるとは思えないよ。
This village has been abandoned for a long time. Who could live
つまり
here?
死後の世界の余韻ってこと？
So, it's an after sound of the underworld.
怖がらないで。こんなに人がいるんだもの。
Don't be afraid, there's so
行って
many
み
of
ましょう。
us.
この
Let's go
先。
check it out. Yeah, let's just go investigate the strange noise, the person talking that we can't see. It'll be fine. Oh, now they're whispering. Here, wait, here it comes.
何を
Here what
話して
comes?
るんでしょう。
少し集中してみるね。
見て、彼女がまた戻ってきたよ。今回は仲間が一人増えてるね。
優しいお嬢さんよね。前回持ってきてくれた月の岩の効果はまだ切れていないのに、また新しいものを持ってきてくれるなんて。まさか彼女が賢者様なの？
またゼーレのことかな。
もしくは賢者本人？
Let's keep looking around.
ここに電話ってものはあるか？
分かってないんだね。電話ってのは彼女たちが月光を貪る獣につけた名前だよ。ああ、偉大なる賢者様、あなたの優しさはこの辺境の地にまで届いたのでしょうか。ありがたい、ありがたい。
月光を貪る獣？彼らの言う電波って光の潮に引き寄せられた漁師の海の怪物のことかな。
それと話に出てきた月の岩とこっちの光の潮に何かしらの関係があるんでしょうか？
And they're both
同
salty
じ
at
ものっ
least.
て可能性がありますよね。
本当にそうだったらむしろありがたいわ。
It'd be a pretty good dad joke.
声はここで消えたわね。どういうこと？
死後の世界の人が離れたんでしょうか。
Did the people from the underworld
そう
leave?
かもしれないね。でも話の途中までしか聞けないなんてあまりいい
Maybe.
気分じゃないな。
But I hate
小さい
cliffhangers.
頃私が早く眠るようにってお母さんもよくそうしてましたよ。でも私はお母さんが部屋を出た後にいつも目を閉じてその続きを想像してました。
My mom didn't finish bedtime stories when I was little either, because she wanted me to sleep earlier. But after she left my room, I'd close my eyes and imagine what happened
母親の
afterwards.
寝かしつけ絵本か。
Mom's bedtime stories.
物語の前半をヒントにして後半を考えてたのね。それはものすごい推理能力よ。
Writing the second half of an unfinished story, that requires exceptional deductive skills.
物語の続きを想像してただけですから推理とは全然違います。
You can't compare making up stories to
でも
deducing,
皆さんが聞きたいなら今の話の続きも考えますよ。
but I can't keep making up stories if that's what everyone
聞
wants.
きたいに決まってるわ。大胆に物語を作ってみましょう。
Of course we do. Go ahead.
そうですね。
Okay, let me
例え
think.
ば月とその光に照らされる人々をずっと守るために賢者様と彼女の仲間は電話という怪物を手なずけようと考えました。
For instance, to long protect the moon and the people bathing in it, the great sage and her companions decided to tame the monster known as Telpon.
彼女たちは生と死の境界を越え数日もかけてようやく電話の巣にたどり着くんです。
They crossed the line between life and death, and after many days reached the den of
そして
Telpon.
月の岩は電話とつながったり仲を深めるための宝物なんです。
The moon rock is the key to building and strengthening a connection with Telpon.
じゃあ賢者たちが次にすべきなのは電話と交流を深めることよね。
Then what they're about to do is connect Telpon on a deeper level. Of course.
どういうことか分かったような気がする。
Well, I think I figured it out.
本当ですか？
You
今
have?
まで私たちは無意識のうちにあの会話が過去の余韻だと思ってた。
Up until now, we thought those convos were the after sounds of the
でも
past.
スーサナさんの話で気づいたの。物語はまだ終わってなんかいない。た
But
だ
Susanna
物
reminded
語
me
の
that the
読み手
story
が
might
続
not
きを
have
見ていない
ended.
だけかもしれないって。
But the reader stopped reading halfway.
まさか彼らに何か事故があったりしたんでしょうか？
Huh? Do you mean something horrible happened to
いい
them?
え、ゼーレの言いたいことは多分彼らが話してた賢者の正体が誰であろうとそれがまだ行動してるってことよね。
No, she's saying that the so-called sage, whoever she is still
はい。
acting.
私たちがまだ把握していない変化によって彼らの声が聞こえるようになったのかもしれません。
Yes, maybe some changes we don't know yet. Let us hear their
でもそう
voices.
考えると今の声は過去の余韻じゃなくてむしろもう一つの世界からやってきた反響なんでしょうか？
But if we think about it that way, those voices weren't the after sounds of the past, but the echoes from another world?
反響ともつれの性質を考えると次の会話はもうしばらく待たないと聞けないでしょうね。
Yes, given the properties of echoes and entanglement, the next convo will likely occur
で
sometime
も
later.
そういう感覚自体も重要な情報よ。世界の本当の構造を理解するきっかけになるもの。
But the interval itself is useful information. It can help us understand the true structure of this
どうや
world.
ら今の僕たちは気長に待たなきゃいけないようだね。
It looks like all we need to do is wait.
次の会話が聞こえるまでの間、私も能力を使って怪しい声や音をすべて補足してみせるわ。
So it seems, in the meanwhile, I'll use my ability to capture any suspicious sounds. Bless you. Bless you, Cross. Bless you again. Feeling uneasy, the four quickly quieted down. Bless you again. I knew that almost all their actions were based on dubious assumptions. They also had an unspoken consensus on regrouping. Thus, reality rewarded them to some extent. Okay, okay.
一度起きたことは奇跡なんかじゃない。
式の律者？
That's the Hersher of
どう
Sentience?
して彼女が向こうにいるんですか？
Why is she there? The girl had not realized how quickly she deduced the story.
扉の前に台座があるでしょ？それは会員集合機なの。
Easy, there's a pedestal in front of the door, right? That's a basic
待
condenser.
って。村の方に行くなら、ついでに光の塩を持ってきてちょうだい。
Wait, since you're going to the village, why don't you collect some light salts for me on the
この
way?
光の塩に触れた時、なんだか柔らかい感触がしたの。
When I touched this light salt, it felt soft. The moment the similar stories took shape in her mind, she immediately understood one thing. No matter how long or what structure the stories may be or have, in the stories of two worlds, the protagonists all had the same objective. Whatever the
彼女たちは
case,
きっと私たちに連絡しようとしてる。
they're definitely looking for a way to reach us. Please. And thus, the girl reached towards the light salt, and remembered the first dream she had in the depths of the Sea of Quanta. After calming down, Sully and Hersher of Sentience updated Dr. Schrodinger on the
どうやら
situation.
式の律者の推測は間違ってないようなのです。もう一人のゼーレさん、それにしぐれキラさんはおそらく白い塔がある聖者の世界にいるなのです。
It appears Hersher of
そしてそ
Sentience
こ
is
は
right.
死後の世
The
界
other
とつ
Sully
ながっ
and
ている
Kira
な
are
のです。
probably in the world of the living, where that white tower belongs. That world is closely connected to the underworld
ほら
indeed.
最初から私の言うことを信じてくれたらこんなに苦労することもなかったのに。
See? If you believed me then, we wouldn't have needed to go through all
違う違う。
this.
最後まで化学成分について黙ってたことは忘れないからね。
She's never gonna forget. Wait, I haven't forgotten that you didn't tell us the chemical composition until the
そ
last
んなこ
minute.
とを気にする必要はないなのです。二つの世界の泡の構造をはっきりさせることは作業の始まりに過ぎないなのです。
You need to move on. After all, working on the structure of two bubble universes is only the beginning of our
まず
work.
二人はもう一人のゼーレさんに情報を共有し、彼女と共に固有世界に戻る方法を探すべきなのです。もちろんそれはしぐれキラさんや私を助けることにもなるなのです。
Your first mission remains to synchronize information with the other Sele as soon as possible, and to find a way back to the real world with her. Of course, this will also benefit Kira and me.
でも問題は一体どうやって頭の上にある白い塔に行くかってことよね。さすがにロケットに乗るなんてことはできないんでしょ？
The problem is, how can we reach the White Tower above us? We can't go by rocket,
鬼
can
火た
we?
ちに聞いてみる？彼らの記憶は不完全だけど、数が多ければ少しは役に立つ情報も入手できるはずだよ。
How about I question some more Wisp? Their memories are incomplete, but if I piece them together, surely something will come out of
今の
it.
ところはそうするしかないなのです。
That's our only option for now.
そう。
Maybe this method would eventually yield a clue or two, but in any case, it wasn't the best solution. In fact, it was quite insufficient. After realizing this, the girl's enthusiasm waned, like the spumes along a beach, and was washed away by the waves of
あのさ、
reality.
石博士、他に効率のいいやり方とかはないの？
About that, Professor Rock. Is there a more efficient method?
それはあなたたちの情報次第なのです。何しろ今の私は あなたたちが接触してきた亡者と同じようなもので、何かを動かす能力なんてないなのです。
That depends on the information you provide. Like those ghosts you contacted, I'm unable to interact with the environment. Her share of sentience pondered for a moment, put on a knowing face, and patted her discouraged companion on the
ねえ、聞い
shoulder.
た？もう隠すのはやめなよ。早く石博士に教えたら？
You heard me. Quit being evasive and tell us what happened.
月の岩に触った時、何かに触れたんでしょ？
Didn't something bump into you when you were touching the moon
どう
rock?
して
How did you... She read your
そん
mind.
なに人の心の中を覗くのが好きなわけ？
You like peeking into others people's hearts so
これは
much?
親切心だよ。話したいことがあるなら話した方がいい。奇妙なものは今までも十分に見てきたでしょ？
I'm trying to help. If you have something to say, say it. It's not like we haven't seen weirder
これ以
things.
上、あれはゼーレとあれは気のせいの間で悩んでたら、空の上にある白い塔も落ちてくるかもしれないよ。
If you keep bouncing back and forth between that Sele and that's an illusion, the big white tower is gonna fall from the sky.
なんだね。
You...
確かにそういうことはあったわ。
There was this
ここ
one
に来た
thing.
ばかりの時に鬼火たちの願いを一つ叶えてあげたの。
Not long after I came here, I did the Wisp a small
彼ら
favor.
の存在を維持するためにお願いされて月の岩を台座にはめたのよ。でも手を戻そうとした瞬間に誰かの手が私の手に触ってるような感覚がしたの。
To preserve them, I embedded a moon rock into a pedestal, as told. But when I was about to withdraw my hand, I felt another hand on the back of
あれはゼ
mine.
ーリだって私の勘がそう言ってた。でも彼女の名前を叫んだらその不思議な感覚は一瞬で消えてしまったの。
My gut instinct told me it was Sele, but when I called out her name, that strange feeling vanished.
ゼーレさん、その時あなたはどこにいたなのです？
Sele, where were you when it
砂鉄
happened?
の国の辺境にいたと思うけど。そうだ、鬼火たちはそこが一番先に溶け合う場所だって言ってたわね。
In the borderland of the country of milky sand. I reckon... Oh, I remember the Wisp saying that's the first place to overlap.
それが気のせいだとしたら、できすぎてると思うなのです。
It'd be too coincidental to be an
二つ
illusion.
の世界の泡が重なり、融合した産物として必然的に一番先に溶け合う場所には、二つの世界の辺境が含まれているはずなのです。
As an overlap between two bubble universes, the first place to overlap must be their
白い
borderlands.
塔の先端
We're in
が
chapter
最もまばゆい原
37,
点
Act
な
3
ら、
at the moment.
水平方向で重なっている辺境は
37,
最も気づかれない汽船になるなのです。
11 or 12. If the tip of the White Tower is the brightest origin among them, then the borders that overlap horizontally is the most imperceivable
そして
baseline.
原点でも汽船で
Excuse
も
me?
臨界面にいれば特殊なつながりが成立する可能性があるなのです。
Whether it's the
そうい
origin
う
or
つながりの多
baseline,
くは不安
as long
定で
as
す
they're
が、
on a critical
存
surface,
在しないわけではない
building
な
a
ので
special
す。
connection becomes possible. This connection isn't stable, but at least it's
その
there.
考えを元にして考えると、そのつながりが発生した場所に戻れば、もしかしたらもう一人のゼーレさんと再び連絡が取れる可能性があるなのです。
Along these lines, if we can re-enter the place where you connected, we may be able to connect with Sele again.
しかし、このことは
But
うわー、石博士って結構すごいんだね。一気に進む方向が分かったよ。
wow, you're a great talker, pointing us in the right direction and all.
まだ場所を覚えてるよね。
Sele, you remember the way?
もちろんよ。
Of course I
じゃ
do.
あ早速出発しよう。
How about we take off now? Her share of sentience didn't dwell on the details this time, which caught the doctor off guard. But she quickly found the reason.
その通りなのです。
You two should go. Given her disposition, telling a white lie was certainly what she was the most unwilling to do, and least good at, despite having done it once in Mount Taijuan. All in all, this contradiction was part of the situation. In terms of disposition, she could relate to Sele, who was somewhat similar, better than anyone else. Since their first meeting, she had felt a perpetual yet secret urgency on her. And by analogy with her condition, she assumed that this sense of urgency stemmed more or less from her distrust of the other Sele. But she learned she was wrong later. Her companion was so trusting of the other Sele, to the point of unwilling to put the same trust in herself, who was also called Sele.
なんだか今日はたくさん歩いた気がする。
I feel like my voice is starting to give out on me. Drinking so much water, but it
ちょ
still
っと
doesn't
考
want
え
to
にふけって
cooperate.
ただけ。
らしくないわね。
Yeah, shock. Drown? I said I'm drinking so much water, but like I'm already more than halfway through my water bottle that I just filled. I'll drink after I finish this fight though. Oh, Tilo, you're in on this too? You just want me to leave, so I'll put on Drunk Mobius again. I know you too well.
行きましょう。
All of you stare into Senti's eyes while I drown myself in water. Okay.
ここよ。
この辺にいる鬼火たちと仲がいいの？彼らはあなたのことが気になるみたいだけど。
Do the Wisp here know you well? They appear to care
そ
about
んなわけ
you.
ないでしょ。前に話したように、彼らの代わりに月の岩を置いただけよ。
Why would they? Like I said, I placed a moon rock for them. Yeah, but they're not gonna disappear because of you. You did kind of save them.
すごいことでもしたのかと思った。
I thought it was something
で
remarkable.
も少し助けてもらっただけで相手を賢者のように崇める彼らの信念は実に面白いね。
And speaking of which, it's pathetic of them to treat someone who helped them so little like a sage.
あら、崇められていい気になってたのは誰だったかしら。
But why do I remember someone enjoying
それ
it?
とこれとは別だよ。
That's a different matter, okay?
まあいいや。また口喧嘩をするつもりはないし。今日はたくさん喧嘩をしたからね。
Fine, I don't want to bicker. I'm already tired of all the fighting today.
彼らは結構純粋だって私は思ってるわ。
But I think they're pretty
優
pure.
しくしてくれた人に優しくする。ほら、簡単でしょ。
I'm good to anyone that's good to me. See how simple the philosophy
私に
is?
言わせたら、あの鬼火たちはただ好意の伝え方が不器用なだけよ。
If you ask me, those wisps are just a little clumsy in showing
あなたと
affection.
同じように。
Like you?
うるさいわね。勝手に思ってなさい。
Oh, shut up.
はいはい。
Yeah, yeah.
もしもし石博士、聞こえてる？素晴らしい世間話の時間はもう終わったよ。目的地に着
Hello,
いたんだ。
Professor Rock. Can you hear me? Banter is over. We've reached our
四季
destination.
の律者、私はずっとあなたのポケットにいますからずっと聞こえているなのです。
Nurture of Sentience. I'm in your pocket. I've been
あ、
listening.
そうだった。
Almost
さ
forgot.
て、具体的な操作はゼーレさんに任せましょう。四季の律者はその過程が他の要素に邪魔されないようにすればいいなのです。
We'll leave the operating to Sele. You only need to ensure that the process isn't
待って
interrupted.
月の岩はどうすればいい？前にゼーレが使ったものじゃなくてもいいの？
Wait, what about our moon rock? Aren't we using the previous
私が
one?
憑依したものを使ってほしいなのです。つながりが発生したら、私は中からチャンネルをより安定したものに調整するなのです。
Use the one I'm possessing. Once you build a connection, I can coordinate things to stabilize the
どうしても
channel.
同じ月の岩を使わないと聖者の世界とつながることができないなら、月の光を頼りに自身の存在を維持していた鬼火たちもとっくに消えていたと思うなのです。
If we need to use the same moon rock to build an effective connection, the wisps sustained by moonlight would have dissipated
た
long
だもち
ago.
ろんゼーレさんはもう一人のゼーレさんと同じ体を使っていた時の状態に戻ってほしいなのです。
Of course, I want to resume the state of sharing a body with the other Sele as soon as possible.
これは技術による推論ではないなのですが、二人がつながる確率が少し上がると信じているなのです。
This is not a technical assertion, but I believe it will increase your odds of building a connection.
わかったわ。
I understand. Yet the girl holding a moon rock didn't walk to the pedestal. She stood in place and looked at her
どうしたの？
companion.
石博士の説明にわからない点でもあった？
What? Does Professor Rock have to spell it out?
それを電話だと思えばいいんだ。今のあなたがすべきことは番号を押すことだけだよ。
Just see it as making a call. All you have to do is dial. Thank you.
何？
What?
なんでもないわ。認めたくはないけど、私でも緊張するの。
Nothing. I hate to admit, but I get nervous
これは
too.
普通の電話じゃないわ。
I know this isn't the same as making a
どちら
regular
かという
call.
と、町の公衆電話にかけたのに、心に決めた相手が素早くその電話に出ることと似てる。
It's more like calling a random payphone in the city and expecting a specific person to pick up
博
timely.
士、そういった解釈は間違ってないのよね。
Doc, I can understand it this way,
とて
right?
も適切な例え方なのです。正直に言って固有世界の常識で考えると、それは低確率な事象、もしくはゼロ確率な事象なのです。
That's a perfect example. To be honest, it'd be a small probability event, or even a zero probability event in the real world.
やっぱりそうなのね。
As
ここに来る
expected.
途中で違和感に気づいたの。あのバカさんじゃあるまいし、私に隠す必要なんて別にないのにね。
I felt something was off on the way. You didn't need to keep this from me. I'm not that dummy.
はいはい。芝居を打った私が悪かったよ。
Why did I even
でも
bother?
やってみるだけなら別に損はないでしょ。この近くには鬼火がたくさんいるし、失敗した時は私が考えた2番手の計画を実行に移せばいいんだ。
But it can't hurt to try, especially when there are so many wisps. If it fails, just execute my plan
重
B.
要なのはあなただよ。
The key is that you...
私？
Me what?
あのさ、この意識の律者とここまで一緒にいたんだよ。あなたの考えが全く読めないとでも思ってるの？
Come on, you've teamed up with the Hersher of Sentience for so long, and you still think she can't figure
で
you
もさ
out.
あなたの考えはわかるけど、どうしてそんな風に考えるのかは全然理解できないよ。
I know what you're thinking, but I can't fathom why you want to do
あなたは
it.
ケビンのようなバカでもないし、もう一人のゼーレだってメイ博士のような天才じゃない。二人は性格が少し違うだけで、それ以外の違いは特にないでしょ？
You're not a dunce like Kevin, and she's not a rare genius like May. How different can you two be, minus the
それ
personalities?
なのに、あなたはいつも自分を目立たないところに置こうとする。少しの紆余曲折があっただけなのに、将来のことに対してネガティブになる。
You seem to like maintaining a weak presence and viewing the future negatively at the slightest
本音
setback.
を言うと、どうやったらポジティブに生きられるのか、あのゼーレに教育してもらいたいくらいだよ。 そうしたら、あなたも今の私のように自信を持てるようになるかもしれないね。
Seriously, you should have Sally teach you how to live actively and positively. You might even become as optimistic and confident as I am.
何バカなことを言ってるの？
What are you
と
talking
ぼけな
about?
いで。私の言葉の意味は、あなたが一番わかってるはず。
Drop the act. You know what I'm
とに
talking
かく、
about.
これからはもっと外に出て、いろいろ見て回るべきだよ。
Anyway, you should come out more
まあ結
often.
局のところ、私の言いたいことはこれだけかな。
Sent you with her life advice. Actually, what I want to tell you can be summed up in 2
一度起きたこと
sentences.
は奇跡なんかじゃない。ましてやあなたがその奇跡を引き起こした人なんだから。
Something that's happened once is no miracle. Not to mention, you were the one who provoked it.
式の律者。
何？
あなた、辛いもの好き？
Can you eat spicy
へ
food?
え、手のひらを返そうとしてるの？
Yo, what got into you?
さあ、
Who knows? Can you eat spicy foods? To the three of them, the most possible outcome of this attempt was, without a doubt, ruling out a possibility. Ruling out the possibility that common probability knowledge in this world was different from that in the real world. But, as someone just said, this problem could be viewed from the opposite perspective.
一度起きたことは奇跡なんかじゃない。
Something that's happened once is no miracle.
珍しく、ちゃんとしたことを言ってくれたわね。
It's rare for her to say something so
そう
philosophical.
よ。奇跡はそもそも起きないんだもの。一度起きたということは。
Yeah, miracles shouldn't even happen. Now that it's happened,
いるのよね。ゼーレ。
Ellie, you're here, right? Oh. Oh.
いるよ。ゼーレ。
Oh. Between the gaps of the ocean and the foams, she once had a dream. In the dream, the drifting boat was going nowhere, and the boundless sea was engulfed by the darkness. No one but herself. She clinched to the paddles until the first ray of dawn dropped on her face. Thus she was awakened. She was holding the hand of her other self. The previously dark sky only turned bright. No, that's where it cuts off. Damn it. I think. I wonder where that puts me. They reunite and they're like, yeah, chapter over. Goodbye. I think that's the end of the chapter. Where do I know I looked at it. Story progress. Yeah, I am in 38. Oh boy, Act 3 of 38 looks massive. The one chosen by the tower will also be trapped by the tower. Oh. Oh. Please don't tell me they're going to be chosen by the tower. That's the scary thought. All right, you guys, I think that's where I have to end. I want to continue, I really do, but I still need to get a shower in and prepare for tomorrow because we are leaving super early in the morning tomorrow, so I can't really stay up too late, and I don't know where there'll be an easy cutoff for the story, so I'm scared to continue with it and then there not be a easy spot for me to stop at. I don't know what we're doing Tuesday, considering I have finished the Nikkei event. There could be a chance we play Impact on Tuesday. It may also be Emio. We may do 2 days of Emio. I'm not sure yet. I'll try to tell you guys when I know. I just know that I think Techno said that 38 was a long one, so it's probably going to take us a bit to get through, but that's okay. We're in it for the long haul. Why Chama not streaming? I don't know. Why isn't Chama streaming? Chama, why aren't you streaming? I don't even know what he's doing right now, to be honest. I did see who we're gonna raid though. Let me make sure she's actually streaming. Still, Chama hates us. It's true, he does. All right, yeah, we're gonna raid Mango. Chama hates you. It's okay. He's the CEO. He has to hate you. Those are the rules. But all right, you guys, I'll be back on Tuesday. I don't know what we're doing yet. It won't be Nikkei because there's no more events to do and I'm caught up with the story. So it definitely will either be Impact or Emio. I haven't decided on what I'm doing. I kind of want to finish up Emio so that I can do Metamorphosis right when it comes out, but we'll see. We may do Impact. It just depends on how I'm feeling. How I'm feeling by the end of tomorrow. But all right, you guys, let's get this raid started. Thank you, Tilo. Thank you, thank you. You the best. All right, she is playing Outlast Trials. I'm going to send you over there. Oh, she's starting the spooky games early for spooky month. I still need to figure out what we're doing. I have no idea what we're doing yet. There are not that many raid messages. I think it's just raid. There you go. There's the other one. Since Tilo doesn't know it. Damn Tilo. But all right, you guys, if you're going to sleep, good night, sweet dreams. If not, make sure you take care of yourself. Don't do anything that I wouldn't do. Don't commit awful, awful crimes. But all right, you guys, I will see you Tuesday. I'm not sure what we're doing, but I will definitely be there on Tuesday. It's October 1st. Oh my god, Tuesday is the beginning of spooky month. I don't think we'll be doing a spooky game. How dare you, Harcodium? How dare you? How dare you do this to me? But all right, you guys, I am heading out. Make sure you take care of yourselves. Bye-bye. I'll miss you, except for Tilo, except for that Tilo kid. I won't miss him. Bye, guys. See you later.